emergency. Please step aside, sir.
Hey, get lost. I'm waiting here, huh?
FBI, you might want to stay out of this, all right, sir? Excuse me, sir. Ma'am, please, back off. All right, I need 8 double tall.
It's been a little bit since I played that clip, baby. And you have to wonder, is it possible that this is 6 scale raw? And I say, what you gonna do when the Dark Jedi goes 6 scale raw on you? Come on, baby. It is 6 scale raw, and we have a couple of guests who have never been on 6 scale raw on the panel tonight. We've got other guests that are going to be popping on the panel tonight. And let me tell you, what a great show that we have in store. But guys, it's 6 scale raw. What's going on? How are you guys doing tonight?
We're doing great, man. We're doing great. I know we were talking about some spicy stuff, so I'm really excited to get going and start talking about it. There's a lot of good stuff going on right now and a lot of exciting stuff forthcoming. So I'm going to try to keep my mouth shut until then because I'm just too excited to talk about it, especially what you brought up towards the end before we got started. So I'm going to wait to talk about it, but I'm really excited. Great to be here, by the way. Thank you so much for having me, Aries. It's awesome to be here with you all.
Well, let me go ahead and just do introductions before we play the intro. Let's stick with you there. We have got Connor in the house, the Hot Toys Hotline. And dude, you know, you've been following me ever since I started this channel, my goodness. And now you've hit over 1K on your channel. It's good to have you in here, bro. Welcome to 6 Scale Raw.
I appreciate that. And it's great to be here. And like you said, I've been watching you for a long time, man. So, and I was telling you backstage, it's kind of surreal. You know, I started as a viewer and here I am now. I can't believe I'm beyond 1,000 subscribers. And I see a lot of familiar faces here in the chat. So it's just great to be here tonight and great to be talking about toys on a nice, fun Monday evening. So awesome to be here.
Absolutely. Well, you know, over the next few weeks, we're certainly going to be having you know, a bunch of guests on that you know, we haven't had on in a while and or ever, and we're really looking forward to that. So good to have Connor here from the Hot Toys Hotline. And look what else. I mean, speaking of guests that have never been on and others that are going to be popping on in the future, AJ, the Hoth's hometown hero. You're always on 6 Scale Raw. You're always
always.
You're always in everybody's chat, brother. Welcome.
About that life. First off, I gotta say, because I just saw it. Big Dog Pound. Woo!
Always good to know. We gotta all do it. Well, or you did yours. I gotta do mine. Woo! No one does it quite like the Nation Boy. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Ready. I always hit him every time he joins. I always read his comments on my stream, and I always do it for him. Woo! There you go, BDP.
That was pretty darn.
I got some practice. Every time I see him, I got to do it. So
definitely up
practice.
Well, listen, everybody in the chat, you better reserve your table. There's a low stock warning on these tables, and you know they may be hitting wait list. I mean, I think there's a low stock warning on table 2. Somebody in the chat already put in, "This is the way."
This is the way.
And everybody knows, you know, we'll talk about this a little bit later tonight, that the N1 Starfighter is probably going to get released tonight.
And I say no.
That darn wizard, he just pops in anywhere. You know, doesn't feel the at least that version of the wizard anyway, that the N1 Starfighter is coming. I don't know, guys. A lot of focus on that N1. That is a fast ship.
It's the hottest topic in 6 Scale. Hottest topic.
You guys think they're going to do that? I mean, I know we're not starting the show yet, but I'm just kind of you know, Connor. Are they going to do the N1 Starfighter?
I very much do think they're going to do it. And there's a lot of people speculating, of course, because it is a very large vehicle, larger than we've seen from previous releases from Hot Toys, but I mean, they're marketing it like crazy, right? I mean, they had a full-size N1 on stage at the premiere for the Mandalorian Season 3. We have a 3.75 scale vintage collection N1 Starfighter coming out. Hot Toys showed that M1 at multiple different shows. They built a nice stand for it that didn't look like a custom display for a show, it looked like a retail display to me. So
Mhm.
I don't know. I mean, honestly, I've got my faith in it. I really do. I don't think it's impossible. I think they just got to figure out how to ship the thing, and we're going to be good to go. I do think it's going to be a lower batch item, just because it's going to be a big undertaking. And possibly the stuff with the DeLorean, not to really go too in deep with that may have pushed it back just a little bit, but I do have a lot of faith in the M1 Starfighter. I really do.
Yeah, and AJ, before we go to you, just saying hi to the big dog pound here. And AJ, what do you think about that? Are we getting it?
If we do, I'm racing every single one of you. I will be the first person to pre-order that sucker.
Dude, man.
I already told my girlfriend, I was like, I don't care what time of day, whether it's morning, noon, or night. The first thing that I'm doing is running to my computer, hitting a live stream, hitting the Dopo Mambo, and I am getting on that sucker.
I tell you what,
racing everybody.
I'm thinking AJ and Connor, where the hell I've already been figuring out where the hell I'm going to put this thing. It always goes to hanging it on the darn ceiling. But let's go ahead and say hi to some of the people in there. We have got Charlie the Unicorn in the cantina. What is going on? Looking for some beer. See if we can serve you up. I got plenty of Spotchka. I think I got some fine beer here, baby. Let's see. We've got Punisher XS in the house. What is going on? We've got Josh Baker in here. We've got Ash Chase in here. And we've got the single songwriter. And I don't know what table the songwriter's at, but songwriter hits a lot of crazy stuff that comes to pass. Is this what they call you, songwriter?
They call him the Wizard.
You have to wonder. I always got to throw that in there somewhere. What's going on, Wade? Good to have you in here for sure. Also, my friend. And what is up, Nefty? Always good to have you in here. 007 for sure. AJ, Cantina Insider. Table 66 has a wait list, but I made sure to get a cozy, dark corner. I mean, AJ, Cotter, should I play it for him or not? What do you say?
I think you got to.
AJ? Yeah, totally.
Yeah. All right, here we go.
Very fitting.
Very fitting. Table 60s. Actually, there's 66 people watching. That's kind of crazy. Wow, the numbers. We're going to get a release tonight, an announcement tonight. We'll have to talk about that. Master Imwe is in the house. What is up? FBJ is in here as well. And my man, the second brother, is in the house, who was just on the Cantina last week. Second brother, what is going on, my friend? Second brother and I've got something cooking. We're gonna be doing something. You're gonna have to wait and see what this is, second brother and I. But always good to have second brother in here. Can't wait to have him back on the show. He'll be coming on in here. Good to have you in here, my friend. And we'll be getting brother cousins here in just a little bit. Boba Fettuccini, what is going on? Good to have you in here as well. And we've got Eric Henke in the house. And if I missed you, just keep putting it in the chat. Mecha Mesa is in there. Happy Monday, all. Let's go. Happy Monday to you also. Kevin Collectibles, my coffee is gonna get cold. Nah, we can heat you up, baby. We can heat you up with the coffee, or maybe you just need a little milk with
Coffee
it.
Coffee regular. Love it. You know, that's breast milk.
Ooh. Ooh.
Oh, that one always kills me. Oh, man.
Oh, my gosh.
That'll never get old, Aries. Not even one time.
It's one of my favorite ones to play. And Jonathan M is in here as well. What is going on? And Figman, good to see you. Dan S, what is going on in here? James, good to see you. Art, good to see you as well. We got so many in here. Keep going ahead and coming in on the chat. We've got Riley from Riley's Reviews in the house. What is up, brother? Good to have Riley. Can't wait to have Riley in here again. And absolutely. And we have got my man, the Six Scale Mafia, Anthony. I'm going to be on Anthony show here coming on up. Tales from the Dark Side coming up this Saturday. You don't want to miss that. This Saturday coming on up. I will be one of the guests on there. Good to have Anthony on here. I think Anthony will be on here next week as well. So good to have the Mafia in the house. And we got Beskar Kid in here. And gosh, we got so many. So listen, guys, we're going to talk a little bit about, before we get started here, talk a little bit about the InArt Joker. Has gotten great reviews. Is it possible Hot Toys is about to unleash on top of that Catwoman, on top of that Bane, on top of the Christian Bale? Are we about to get a Joker? We're going to get into that within this episode for sure. An upgrade from the DX11. We're going to get into the DX23 Luke. Is it going to go on waitlist like the DX20 Ahsoka? Is that what the data is pointing to? We've got so much to go ahead and get into tonight, guys. And if I could find the intro, I think I should go ahead and play it. So let's go ahead and dive into it right now.
All right, but this is the last time.
Six Scale Raw, and welcome, and good to have everybody here in the house. Great to have Connor from the Hot Toys Hotline. Great to have AJ, the Hot's hometown hero. We've got Brother Cousins coming up here in a little bit, and a couple of others that'll be popping on in as the show goes on. So let's go to the first topic I want to talk about. So listen, guys in the chat, the InArt Joker looks amazing. And I'm actually thinking about picking up that figure because, in my opinion, I think the DX11 holds up. It looks really, really good. But just the InArt one is just slightly better. I feel like it's an upgrade. Doesn't make the old one bad. I still think it's actually pretty good. You have to really look at them. But I almost wonder, is there going to be a little bit of a battle here now, Connor? Because this thing, I think, is probably really the top of the line at this point as I'm putting this up here from InArt. I mean, what a fantastic job. And starting right off, is this going to, Connor, make Hot Toys kind of compete with this? And or were they already putting a 2.0 out of the DX11 because they gave us a Catwoman from the trilogy? Now we got Cad Bane from the trilogy. Both of those coming again. We got a couple of Christian Bales up. Now this comes out. What do you think Hot Toys is going to do about a Joker? Are we going to get one?
I do think we will. And simply put, we had that post when Bane first dropped. They were saying that they were celebrating the anniversary of Warner Brothers, right? And they had mentioned that there are more figures coming from the Dark Knight trilogy. I think it only makes total sense for them to put out this Heath Ledger Joker again. Are they attempting to compete with InArt? Of course, on some level they are, because InArt put out their Joker and it's getting a lot of buzz and everybody's comparing it to the DX11, which obviously at this point, the DX11 is very outdated. So the best Joker out at the moment, in terms of likeness and tailoring and everything is certainly the InArt Joker. So I do think Hot Toys is going to respond. And I was kind of telling you a thought of mine before we started. I do see them possibly doing a 2-pack as well. My thought is it would make a lot of sense for them to do this purple coat look and then maybe do their bank robber Joker over again as well. Especially because they've been focusing on the Dark Knight trilogy. I think a lot of things are possible. I like that they're not just locking it into specific films. And who knows, maybe with that WB anniversary celebration with the Dark Knight trilogy, they could even give us another Scarecrow, maybe by himself, because I know previously he came in a 2-pack. I don't have my InArt Joker yet. Actually, I pre-ordered the Sculpted 2-pack. I got mine from Spec Fiction, so I'm still waiting. But I am really excited to check it out and kind of compare to the many Hot Toys and other 6 scale figures I have and kind of see how it stands up. But long answer to say, yes, I do think they're going to do another Joker, at least a single figure or maybe even a 2-pack, you know.
Yeah, I think it's real interesting with this because I feel like that possibly, AJ, and good thoughts there, Connor, you know, that they were going to be doing this all along because, you know, now you got another Catwoman and Hathaway's likeness, and it's an upgrade. Now you got another Bane coming. That looks like that's an upgrade. Obviously, even though it's, the DX19 is just fantastic. So even just looking at the Dark Knight trilogy, I mean, what do you think about this? Were they always going to do it? There's the fact that InArt put out something that has up them, that has taken this, like this is now, this Joker is the Joker to have. Does that give them even more incentive, Hot Toys, to put these out? What do you think?
I think it depends on what our definition of competing is. Like, they definitely have, Hot Toys has a bunch of Thor ankles laying around somewhere, I'm sure. The facial sculpt, maybe they could get in the ballpark, but I don't know that we've seen them do the rooted hair as good as what InArt did with the rooted hair. The tailoring, obviously they might be able to get in the ballpark, but it's like what other accessories are they going to give us to like make it on a level playing field? I guess I always saw like InArt as like the difference between if you buy like a top end, like Hot Toys would be like a top end VW, and then if you buy an Audi, that would be like InArt. So like it's the same thing technically speaking, but like it's at a higher price point, so it has a different customer base.
Well, no, that is a very good point. And Riley's reviews is in the house. And again, he says the InArt Joker is absolutely fantastic. Best figure in my collection. Darkseid Anakin comes in at a close second. You know, Riley, I sent you a link. Right, if you want to pop on with us, you're more than welcome to. I think we've got Mafia. Anthony, I sent you one as well. If you want to pop in, my man, I sent you a link as well. If you guys want to come on in, talk about this, love to get your perspective on it. No, those are good thoughts, AJ. I want to go ahead and bounce it. I want to ask this question because I think that they will, but there's something else that came out, and I want to talk. I want to touch base, Cotter, also on the other Jokers you talked about. But we do got this quarter scale Batman that's coming out. Would they ever do a quarter scale Joker, Connor? Would that be a way to?
They already did.
No, I mean, but come out with another one.
Yeah,
another one probably.
So, I mean, yeah, I could absolutely see him doing it again. And I often say this not to crush people's dreams, but a lot of people always ask when they see a little tease of a figure, they're like, yeah, right. They're like, when they see a little tease of a figure, they're like, oh, they're doing another quarter scale Joker. That doesn't always mean something, you know. I mean, Count Dooku, for example, we saw him show up recently in some photos of the Attack of the Clones figures, and we saw Darkseid Anakin alongside those 501st troopers from Kenobi. So it's like they do that a lot. That doesn't always mean they're going to come out with something again. The quarter scale market seems to be doing really well, though, because they do so few of them compared to 6 scale. I feel like they sell better because of that. So I wouldn't totally count it out. I would certainly personally put my money on a 6 scale version over a quarter scale version, saying that I think they would be more likely to do that right now than the quarter scale version. But I don't think it's out of the realm of Hot Toys possibility right now. I just think they would probably focus on the 6 scale one first. But that's just my personal thought on it.
What about the Joker? I know where I just put up Bane, and I'll put up the Catwoman one as well from the
This
Dark Knight
Bane is just
trilogy.
beautiful.
Isn't it awesome?
It's just so gorgeous. One of the things,
no, go AJ, go ahead.
Single songwriter was talking to me this weekend on Saturday on my show, The Figure Freakout, and the quarter scale from the pictures actually has more mobility than the 6 scale DX19 Batman. So it would be interesting to see if they made another Joker and then what the mobility and improvements from the old one to the new one are. Because I feel like I had heard when I was talking about it and I was bringing up about like trying to pair those two together as like a lesser like dollar value for like this is a whole collection. I mean, obviously $1,400 is like still a lot for like a thing, but when you look at some lines going 7, 8, 9, 10, or like Mandalorian, like 50, whatever figures deep, like $6, $7, $8, $9,000 for like a whole line. I think that the quarter scale Joker that's out right now, assuming that they don't make another one, and that quarter scale Batman for somebody or a couple people could be like the end all be all. Cool, I have these two, that's my collection, and I'm good to go on that franchise now.
Well, how old is the quarter scale Joker? From
2019, someone said. I feel like it's still available over at Comic Concepts if anybody's looking for that.
So not too old, not like that DX11.
DX11 came out first, and then they made the quarter scale.
Right. Yeah, that was in 2019. What do you guys feel? I mean, I just, and I've got the DX19 coming in from my boy Ray from Hawk Wars Toys. So shout out to Ray. I got that coming in with a nice shiny Chrome Mando Deluxe with another Boba Fett helmet and Grogu. So I'm looking forward to getting that. But
and when Ray sends it to you, it's gonna come all nice and bubble wrapped and like
he does a good job.
Fresh, the stickers, the comic book, and it's like a comic book that you actually want to read. Like, yeah, Ray does it right.
He double boxes it, does it right, and if there's a problem with it, guess what? He'll take it back.
Yep.
Which is,
I haven't had that issue personally with him ever, but I mean,
I haven't either, but he would. Because that's his policy there.
That kind of guy.
And it's hard finding good good sellers to be able to do that. But it's kind of like a little bit of a quandary, Connor and AJ. It's kind of like, hey, okay, can get the Bane that's up here. That's going to go well in the collection. Can get the Catwoman here. That'll go well in the collection. If you want to go ahead and get a Joker, makes sense to get the InArt Joker. But I feel like Hot Toys, Connor, is just, I don't know. They may come out with one out of nowhere, and then you get to choose again. Yeah. I can't imagine it being. How can they even outdo what InArt just did? Because it looks perfect. Would they do rooted hair? Is there some type of innovation that they can do that I'm not thinking of, or what do you think?
I don't think. I was gonna say I don't really think they need to do much apart from just doing their thing. They're gonna come in at least on a single Joker at a slightly cheaper price point, most likely. I am very impressed by at least photos of the InArt Joker, but I will say in terms of the sculpted hair, I do personally think that Hot Toys could probably do a better job with the sculpted hair.
Totally.
Yeah. You. I mean, and that's for a good reason, right? Hot Toys has had years and years of experience doing sculpted hair, so that's not really saying much. But personally, I'm not big on the rooted hair, so I don't need Hot Toys to do rooted hair. I don't. If InArt wants to have the market for that, it makes sense, Oh yeah, the rooted hair has been horrible. I mean, but
InArt is pretty good, right?
Right, and InArt is focusing on the quality of the rooted hair, and they're raising the price because of that. Whereas Hot Toys, when we got rooted hair from them, the figures were $250. So it's like the Gamora that I have in my collection. Her hair looks horrible. The Wonder Woman from Justice League, her hair looks horrible. So that is kind of what you can expect with Hot Toys rooted hair, unless they decide, hey, we're gonna do like a revamp of the DX line and all, because I've been saying that a lot, right? The DX line is very watered down right now. It really is. Like every figure is getting the purrs rolling eyeballs now. So it's like that's a feature that's taken from the DX line. the DX line doesn't have multiple bodies like it used to. You know, we used to get 2-packs with 2 different bodies, like the DX07 Luke. That's a big grail for a lot of people. At least it was until the DX23 was announced. But maybe they'll decide to kind of revamp their DX line and take a stab at rooted hair on a higher level. You never know what they're going to do. Again, me personally, I'm a big fan of sculpted hair. It stays where it needs to be, and I just leave it and forget about it. But I do very much appreciate the work that's gone into the InArt figures. I think the rooted hair looks fantastic for sure.
So AJ, if they do the Joker again, good thoughts there, Connor. Is it going to be a DX?
Oh, I think it most definitely would be a DX. If I was actually Hot Toys, I would just let InArt have rooted hair. I don't know that it's worth investing that amount of money to get the rooted hair to that level when they're already like light years ahead on sculpted hair. So like, just be the sculpted hair company. They've already been like crushing it. We already know the quality of that. They're going to nail it on the price point. So then it kind of differentiates them to where, like, we as fans, the same as like Marvel fans versus DC fans, are all like, oh, they're competing. But really, if you talk to like the heads of those studios, they want the other guys' films to do good, because if a comic book movie as a whole does good, that means the next one that comes out is going to do even better. So like, I think there's a lot of room for that in the 6 scale world, where if InArt can get a bunch of hype, I saw this morning. This looks actually pretty decent. If you can get a figure and like just ride everybody's hype train. So like InArt will propel Hot Toys, will propel InArt, will propel Mars Toys, will propel, and that's how we get more people involved, is everybody just dropping a bunch of fire figures.
Well, and
you know what I mean?
Yeah, no, that's a very good thought. And FBJ kind of echoes what you're saying and says Hot Toys needs to stay away from rooted hair. They haven't cracked that code yet. You know, AJ brings up a good point there, Connor. I feel like, you know, we were talking backstage about staying in lanes, right? As channel creators and trying to do what we're good at, whatever that is. I guess Hot Toys is good at rooted hair. They continue to get better at it, and it looks like InArt's going to continue to get better at the rooted hair, and Hot Toys rather is going to get better at the sculpted hair. Could you see that scenario?
Yeah, I mean, and like I said, I think they do such a fantastic job with the sculpted hair with most of their releases. I think they should stick to that, because especially for us collectors who have been collecting Hot Toys for years, in terms of unifying your collection, the sculpted hair just looks good together. You know what I mean? Not to say that you can't collect rooted hair figures alongside them, but in terms of like a continuity type thing in your collection, I think they all look good together with the sculpted hair. But yeah, Hot Toys technology is just getting better and better when it comes to their sculpting process. And a perfect example would be like the most recent Wonder Woman 84 figure. Like, look how many people are like, I'm just going to buy that head sculpt because I much prefer that sculpted hair over the crap that we got.
I was looking at that, dude. It's a real. I was just looking at it yesterday again.
It's a huge improvement.
Super good.
Hugely good. You know, Connor, they did a really good job. Even though they gave us some hair on the DX15, it still had some of the rooted aspects when it came to Jack Sparrow. And the DX06 is, I think, phenomenal. I mean, I never even noticed. Here's the point to that, Connor. I never even noticed that DX06 didn't have hair until the DX15 came out. I'm like, oh yeah, I guess it doesn't, but it looks so damn good. They've been good at it for a while, baby.
Oh yeah. And it shows, again, especially in the newer releases. It's getting very impressive. And it's like, when you could look at the sculpt and start to count really small hairs, you're like, okay, they're really stepping their game up. And that's no dig at InArt. When I look at particularly on this figure and on the Bruce Wayne Batman, I'm just like, I think they need a little more practice on the sculpted hair. The rooted hair, it looks fantastic. Like, and I think that's why a lot of people probably went for the rooted version, is because that's like the cream of the crop, you know. But yeah, I totally agree. I think Hot Toys, they're really stepping their game up, and they'll probably stay in that lane unless, again, they decide to kind of revamp their DX line and offer more premium rooted hair, because I think they're capable of doing it. They're just going to have to offer it a higher price tag. It's going to take more time in the factory to do a better job at it, you know.
That's my worry, though, is InArt. What is InArt's starting tag? Like, all of those figures have been $4.99, $3.99, $4.99.
For Joker,
so
he
that
was.
I'm giving
he was
accurate.
for the single sculpted Joker, he was much lower. I believe he was like 320.
What is the
from
rooted
Spec
hair?
Fiction.
The rooted hair version.
The rooted hair, yeah, the rooted hair, like perfect example. Gandalf. Everybody went crazy over Gandalf being $500. So
yeah. See, that's my fear though. Is I don't want Hot Toys to end up in a position where everything is like the floor of getting into 6 scale figures is $500. That does nobody any good. They need to do things like 220 Troopers and things that have kind of a little bit of a spectrum, because that's what's going to get people to get in the door. It's easier to get someone to bite on something at a cheaper price point with the amount of detail. Plus, how much money does that eat up in R&D when you're going through and doing the rooted hair, where you could give a couple extra accessories that weren't in the other one and differentiate, so we don't have like a Paz Vizsla situation where we're talking about the differences and we're like, oh, it's got a different color of coat on the vest. It has a new left gauntlet because the square pops off for the shield. It has a shield and it has an extra hand. That is about as razor close as I think you can get without being almost directly offensive to the customer. You know what I mean?
Well, listen, AJ, you have to wonder: is this Regan or is this
the wizard?
I mean, he
The
does
Hot
look a
Toys
little
wizard.
wizardy. He's got the wizard bone structure going on for sure.
Regan? What's going on, baby? Good to have you.
Hey,
here,
what's up? What's up, everyone? Sorry,
up,
guys.
The goat.
Sorry, I missed the. Can you hear me? Can you guys hear me?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we can
hear you real well, baby.
Yeah, man. Really sorry, man. I mean, like, I woke up late and I realized like I have work like later. So, yeah, really sorry, guys. Missed the first part of the show, but yeah, miss you guys. I miss you guys. Yeah, I mean, it's been a while. I mean, like,
It's been a while. It's been a minute, my friend.
I know.
Well, we're definitely going to talk to you about the video, the Luke pictures you took, and the of the DX23 Luke, and we're going to be getting into that because I'd love to get your opinion. But I want to get your opinion about. We're talking about the Joker here. Obviously, Regan, the InArt came out with a wonderful, what we think here is the quintessential Joker that's up, in the market now. And Hot Toys, though, has come out with another Bane that's up on pre-order. Regan, they got another Catwoman that's up on pre-order. We got a couple of Christian Bales up on pre-order. So you have to wonder, are they going to go ahead and actually put out a Joker, maybe an upgrade from the DX11? And that's what we were just talking about. So I'd love to get your thoughts, because will they actually put one out now that InArt put one out?
Yeah, I think that's for sure. It's probably gonna make another like version of their Joker. Of course, like it's like understandable. Like of course, if they want to earn more, they probably gonna get more like more customers to really put up something like this. I mean, like InArt did great job, but I haven't get mine. I hate it because I ordered from a shop, but that I don't know why it's taking too long. Probably, of course, like there's a lot of people like ordered that InArt, so that's why it's taking too long. But yeah, I mean, like Hot Toys, should really like I mean, not really should, but they should, like, they probably like thinking already like to make another one, because yeah, imagine like Bane. I mean, we already have Bane and like Christian Bale, and then like Catwoman. Whoa, okay, that's already 3. So like one more, and that's probably like Joker. And then I'm not sure for the other like characters, right? Like the who's this other character? Like who's that with the 2-pack figure? No. Oh yeah, also that one too.
Yep.
They're probably gonna get it. And then the other one, the who's this, like the 2-pack, another 2-pack from that from the Batman.
Well, they did the Demon, Batman, and Scarecrow 2-pack. And then what was the other?
They did.
And then there's other two pack. Jim
Gordon.
Jim and Blake.
Jim Gordon.
Oh,
Jim and Blake.
John Blake.
Yeah, Blake,
Yeah,
yeah.
John Blake.
Yeah, so
right.
that one, but those are like, I think, yeah, I mean, it's hard to predict that they're going to, remake that one because, I mean, it's not the really like, like a main character, right? So, but then like this four, like, like Batman, Bane and Catwoman, and yeah, and also Joker. Yeah, I mean, like they should make another one because
Yeah, I mean, I think that they will, and I think it'll be. I think they will probably stick with the sculpted hair, and I think that that's kind of their lane. And we were talking about that too, Regan. But then James Pacwa says a really good comment here. In this economy, let's keep the sculpted hair. Hot Toys will raise the prices if they compete with other companies on that. AJ, I'll go to you with that. That's a good point, because if they wanted to do it as good as that, because somebody put in, I think it was Penny Aswen who put it in there. Then forgive me if it was someone else, but it's like, hey, Hot Toys machines the hair, and I don't, where it's sculpted on here. But I guess if they were gonna, it would probably raise the prices a little bit if they were going to do it better than that Wonder Woman one, right? I mean, so.
You know why it's important, Eric? How much do the eggs cost right now?
About $4.25 a dozen where I am, baby.
No bueno.
I mean, it's tough, dude.
The final thing for a lot of people, especially when they're like your first time customer, is the price. So I'm a huge proponent of the 220 troopers. If they make like every single trooper and I would buy every single trooper. I know I'm probably spending significantly more money in the long run, but that 220 price point just like agrees with my brain. Which is something that I learned like early off starting in sales, was that people are attached to a price. Like if you have a price and it's a little too high, cool, do a payment plan, break it up into something. Like $50 tends to agree with most people. If you say, cool, you can give us 4 payments of $50 or a $15 down payment, and now 4 payments under $50, your longevity of how many people you're going to sign up for that is going to be exponentially higher than if you stick it at a number that's just slightly out of reach. And as we've seen from the last couple episodes of your show, going through eBay, like $4 or $5 makes a difference in how many bids and how many people are interested in said product. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, no, absolutely.
We're very, very, very price conscious as a society right now.
Yeah, I'm putting this up from. I was putting this up from Beskar Kid. I've heard the Joker sculpt is so good it makes its own ankles weak. Okay, I didn't even know the whole thing. Very, very funny. Well, listen, Connor, I want to go to you with this one before we get into the Luke. But before we do, you have to wonder: is this Lael, or is this the Hot Toys wizard?
The wizard.
Definitely not a wizard, bro.
What is up, bro? Get down to it here.
What's going on, man? How's everybody doing?
Doing so good here on this fine Monday. We're just talking a little bit about the Joker and how good the InArt Joker. Listen, I think I saw that you did a post. Did you open the InArt Joker, baby?
Okay, so here's the problem, bro. Like, I'm preparing for so much stuff, and I don't know if anybody else runs into this problem. Maybe it's just me, that when you get an overload and you're actually doing everything in sequence, for me, it's like, okay, I just released a video today for the Vision and the White Vision, so I'm just doing everything in sequence. The problem is that I have all these boxes over there that I got to go through. So I just got the Joker. What was it? Friday, I believe. So I got it on Friday. Did I freeze?
You did, yeah.
I think everybody froze just now.
No,
It's me. It's me.
Good.
It's me.
Click
My
a second
computer.
pose.
There we go.
Oh,
there
there
we
you
go.
go.
There we go.
Maybe
It kind of
Oh
froze
no,
a little bit.
we're good.
All right, yeah, it kind of froze a little bit, but
It's all good.
so anyway, yeah, the Joker arrived last Friday. I didn't even myself, I haven't opened anything. I haven't seen it yet at all. Like I haven't opened it. I want to, but I'm just scared to do it. Like I'm scared because then I'll open it and then, but what I did basically let everybody know that the shipping cost, based on what I got, it was valid, bro. Like it's a heavy box. It's like the size of a statue, bro. It is definitely a heavy box. So it's legit. It's definitely legit. It is something.
Wow.
That definitely if you're getting, and if you are arguing over that shipping cost, it's definitely valid. It is. It's a valid type of situation. But I'm just glad I got it because, like I said, I was tired of talking about it. You know what I mean? I was tired of the conversations floating around about the joke. I just wanted to get it in hand so I didn't have to worry about it going forward, man. Hopefully everybody gets it by the end of this month. Like, hopefully. But I just hope we can get it and just move on to something next. But it's from what I've seen from everybody else's figure, like once I open it, I know I won't be disappointed. But
yeah, it looks incredible.
You haven't opened it at all then?
No.
Yet.
No.
So I'm very interested to see what your opinion of that is.
Yeah, did you get it? You have it?
I did not. I'm very much Star Wars and then some Marvel, and then the only DC that I have right now is Peacemaker because I had to have an Eagly. I mean, as much as the figure is going to be awesome, I'm more excited about the Eagly than I am about the Peacemaker because the gun doesn't come out of the holster.
Well,
I know that's like a hot take or whatever. But
Lael, I want to go back to you on this Joker, but I don't know if that's the Hot Toys Wizard. I think that's the Space Pimp, or is it brother cousins? Which one is it, baby?
It's the Space Pimp, baby. How you doing tonight?
What is going on there? Good to have Jay in the house. Welcome in here, brother.
Great to be here, and I am in awe of this panel right now. Oh my goodness. We haven't even lost Lael. I'm in awe.
Lael's coming bold.
We got Aries Tarrington in the house. We got Hope's hometown hero. What's up, my guy?
What is up? Right there. Here, go right there. Boom. Oh wait,
right there. There we go. We got my guy, Hot Toys Hotline. What's up, brother? It's been a minute.
Good, man. Yeah, it has. Good to see you, bro. I hope you're doing well.
Likewise, bro. Likewise. I see you got that Christopher Reeve flex over there. I see you.
I saw that. I noticed that.
No, I didn't have anywhere to put him, so
I got you. And this guy, Reagan, dude, I'm a big fan. Dude. Oh my goodness, I'm a big dude.
Good, man. How are you, man?
How are you doing, brother?
Yeah.
Dude, this is awesome.
Awesome.
Love your work.
Thank you, bro. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Absolutely. Aries, I'm sorry to just take a but.
No, come on. Lael was trying to
panel.
reset his internet. No, thank you so much. So he will be back on in a minute. So I wanted to get his thoughts on the InArt. So here's what we're talking about, Jay. I want to get your opinion on that. The InArt Joker looks amazing. Seen all the reviews. Can't wait to see what Lael puts out with that as well. It looks like it is absolutely, without question, the top tier now. That is the Joker.
Yeah.
But now, will Hot Toys come out with one? Because they gave us a new Bane that's coming out, an upgrade. The Catwoman. Obviously, we got a couple of Christian Bales that's up there. I mean, look at the DX 9T. That is, that's like the Christian Bale one. Are we going to get a Joker? Are they going to go ahead and give us an upgrade from the DX11? What say you?
I believe they will. And what it is they're just waiting. I think they're just waiting for the InArt hype to die down. once that happens, they'll definitely come and, you know, give that other option. I've been saying this a lot. They're similar products, but they're totally two different. How I look at it anyway. I think that Joker 2-pack, and I think InArt figures themselves are these high-end art pieces that are a little different than Hot Toys. Hot Toys is still high-end. Not trying to knock Hot Toys. Hot Toys is still high-end, but I just think there's room in this market for both of them to exist. And I think what it is, it really is going to come to brand loyalty more than anything. And I think that because they did that Bane, I think they're going to take another stab at that Joker, but they want to put another spin on it. Like maybe we'll get something with him with a diorama base, and you know, with him standing on a pile of money and it on fire. Maybe we'll get him in an ultimate. Maybe they won't even come out with that Joker in the purple outfit. Maybe he'll be in the nurse's outfit. Maybe it'd be something so strikingly different that everybody be like, well, damn, I have to get it. That would be my play. But if they do a Joker 3.0 or something like that, it's going to be amazing. And I do think, from what I heard about from a lot of people that do have the InArt figure, is that some people had told me and sent me private message saying, hey, it's great, but I have the sculpted one. I don't like it that much. And I've heard that. And I'm like, damn, really? It seems to be the one that everybody's crazy about is the rooted hair one. And I think that one is definitely like, yeah, that's like a high end. I mean, that's the one that I have on pre-order myself. Well, it's already paid for. It ain't pre-order at this point. But I do think that's the one that everybody is going after. And I think that if Hot Toys with their sculpted hair can definitely do something that can do something really excellent with that. I don't know if they'll go the route and do like a rooted hair thing to directly compete with InArt, but we'll see. But I do think we're going to get another one. I just think it just needs to let this hype die down from this release, which is kind of going to be hard because this was their first release. So I don't know. I mean, if it was me, I wouldn't do it if I was Hot Toys, but I think Howard Chan is never going to say no to money. So,
So show me the money, baby. No, you were kind of echoing the same things, but before you came on, brother Cousins, on the the fact that Hot Toys seems to be getting better and better at the sculpted hair, and it seems like InArt has something that's pretty amazing in the way that they do the rooted hair. So maybe Hot Toys, stays in their lane and kind of does that. It's interesting, but before we move on here, Connor, I do want to go to you with this before we get to the Luke and a bunch of this moving into some of the Luke and Ahsoka stuff. I'm going to put this on the screen, Connor, because you kind of mentioned some stuff. So now here's the thing. I know we're moving away from the Dark Knight a little bit, and you mentioned other Jokers before, but we do have a Keaton Batman that's up on pre-order. Is it possible Jack Nicholson is going to be coming too? Another one? What say you?
I say absolutely. I think this one is certainly in the realm of possibility. And again, I mentioned to you before the stream started that the original DX08 did get pulled from Secret Base a couple months ago. And again, that doesn't always mean they're gonna do something, but we saw it with the Batmobile recently. It got pulled out, and I believe back in December. Someone can correct me if I'm wrong in the chat who's familiar, but I believe back in December is when they pulled the Batmobile out of Secret Base, out of their display. So not only that being pulled out of the display, but them saying there's more exciting collectibles coming from the Batcave on their most recent post. I mean, that to me says we're going to get that Batcave diorama set, and then they're going to go ahead and give us another Nicholson Joker. And I know it comes up a lot, like they're having issues with Nicholson's license because a lot of companies have. But think of it this way. Hot Toys really could just directly reissue the original and they would get around that licensing issue. So I think they're going to find a way to do it because they know, I mean, you got a Batmobile from 89 Batman. You got a Batman figure from 89 Batman. You got a Batcave diorama. Everybody who's a big 89 Batman or Batman Returns fan alike, you're going to buy up all of this stuff and they know that. So I think they're certainly going to do their best to give us another one of these.
Yeah, I really agree with you. And AJ, before we get to you, I did just hear from the 1/6 scale man, had some computer issues and fixing it. We'll be back on in just a few, so look forward to getting the 1/6 scale man back. AJ, I know you want to mention a couple things, but also your thoughts on this Joker. We already got the Keaton one up. I agree with Connor. I think that this is a shoe-in.
What if they didn't do this specific Joker? Because he's got a couple different costumes.
Right, and go with a... I'd love to see that, baby.
I think what it's going to depend on is once we get that new Keaton Batman in hand and we see the differences, because I know the images look like it's basically the DX09, like almost a 1-to-1 with all the improvements in like the mobility and articulation and that. What I would be wondering is, do they cannibalize two DXs in the same year with back-to-back like that era like branding releases, or would they do like the black and gray with the pen? You know what I mean, with the quill, or you could do like that one that Mars Toys just did, but do like a different variations of like moments from that scene, or something along those lines. Yeah. It's just, I know that we're in the age of 2.0s, but it just seems weird that they're taking these pieces that are so classic and so beloved by so many collectors, and they're improving them, but they're also cannibalizing the secondary value in a time when secondary value matters more than ever.
Mm-hmm.
I agree. Yeah.
Definitely.
Yep.
Go ahead, Jay. I mean,
I was just saying with AJ, I totally agree with that. I mean, but that's just what it is right now. I think the whole where they're at right now, once again, they like money, so they know they watch, these YouTubers, they watch, us, they watch, everything. They look at the secondary market and they see these pieces going for, enormous amounts of money, and they're like, hey, why let some guy get, some other person get it when they can just go and re-release it and just get the money for it. We saw that with Mark 47. So, they are going to, I think that the whole thing of looking at 2.0s, and I agree with you, AJ, 100%. I think you need a healthy, we've been saying this for, about a year now. We need a healthy secondary market. You do. Everybody, there's people that do want these things to be value. They want value to their stuff. But I do think at this point, it's safer to look at it as, don't buy these for the, flip value. Buy them because you want them. And I always equate it to sneakers. It's just like sneakers. A pair of Jordans comes out, the Jordan 6s come out, and they come out, and a certain colorway will come out, and that's that. You don't see it for about 6 years, and then they come out again, and they put a little spin to it. They may change the paint application on it a little bit, but it's pretty much the same shoe. And I think that's where we're going with Hot Toys right now. I do. I think some of the allure of these figures will be, you won't be able to get them for a while, and then after a while, a couple years goes by, you'll be able to get them. It's all a waiting game. But I mean, I think about in 2020 when the DeLorean, when I was 2018 when I got my DeLorean, I remember thinking, wow, we'll probably never see this again. And then I remember in 2020, everybody was like, damn, I just wish I could get the DeLorean. I wish I could get it. Man, here it is.
Goes around.
Yeah, so I think all of the pieces that we want at some point, even our beloved Star Wars figures, even the OT
those 2.0s are coming. Yeah,
they're coming.
50th.
They're coming, and some of them and some of us. I mean, let's be honest. Some of them do kind of need it. It will be nice to see a updated Farm Boy Luke. It would be nice to see that. But
sorry, I was streaming a 2028 AJ with his N1.
Yeah. Did you say N1? I don't know.
And I say no.
This is Mario just popping up to rain on my day.
Hawk Wars Toys says, before we get to Regan, hearing no on this one due to Nicholson at his likeness, and we were just talking about Hawk Wars Toys, guys. earlier in the show, and what a great seller. Good to have Hawk Wars in here. Again, I got a couple of figures coming in from Hawk Wars, including that chrome plated Mandalorian, Jay, that you said is going to,
So good.
I heard you say a couple times once you open it, you're going to go, on that, Jay. And then obviously,
so good.
Yeah.
So good, Aries.
Yep.
So, getting into the next, and we're going to go to Regan here. Regan.
Yeah, what's up? Yeah, I mean, I'm agree with Jay, like about you know, like those figures, like you know, coming out, and sometimes we just need to wait, you know, like for the figure to more dump out. Me too. I also experience that, like a lot of times, like there's like some figures that I really want to buy, but I think those times that I kind of like still thinking, well, do I need this? Like do I really like this? I mean, I like it. I mean, but then sometimes or at some point, like you have another figure similar to that, but then you'll realize later, like, oh shit, I should buy that. And then like the price is now like double, like, oh my gosh, how can I get that now? I mean, like, I mean, are they gonna, like, now you're gonna expect now another, like, are they gonna do another like 2.0 of this one, or like another version of this one? Like shit, I should buy that. Yeah. Something like the Batman 2-pack that with the Michael Keaton. I mean, I've been like planning that to buy. I was like, the price of that before was like maybe around like 200, 300, and then now the price here like around like 600, 700. Like, oh shit, how can I buy that? I mean, where? So like, yeah, I mean, like, good thing there's some like company like InArt, like, you know, making some figures that probably, you know, like those that we missed, you know, from Hot Toys, they're probably gonna make it in, but the better one, like more high end, you know. But that's the thing, like, you know, it's of course expensive, but you know, at least we kind of like expect something like, okay, at least we can still get that, you know, the you know, the figures that you want, that you really want. So yeah, go on, Aris.
Yeah, Regan, good thoughts. Well,
yeah.
Who was that last comment by single songwriter?
The last comment was plastic and oil is also doubling in price. Oil makes plastic and is not being produced as much. Prices will go up, and all plastic as time goes on. That is true.
Me and
plastic is going up.
We've talked about that a couple times, and in the last 6 months, China as a country has had a number of oil crises, which is why I think we see things like the DeLorean, where things are getting processed and they might catch some QC issues in the process, but then the cost to go back to fix those, it's cheaper to do a recall. Like,
yeah, it makes sense.
Yeah, and Charlie the Unicorn, guys, wants to know what table the N1 sits at. I think he sits at this table right here.
Okay, stay calm. I am calm. I'm talking to myself.
I wish I had those two guys on my show.
Dameron, I think
we need a Poe Dameron. We need a Poe Dameron. That's like a must.
It is. Link's in here. What's going on, baby? Regan, I'm going to go back to you. We need a Poe Dameron. But Regan, I need this.
Yeah.
So listen. How good? I saw your video. I saw your pictures when I watched your whole darn video. How good is this, Regan? Go.
I mean, like, amazing. I mean, like, you look at that sculpt. I mean, like, even from their pictures, like, see?
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, like, I showed you guys, like, you know, the video, like, man, that's crazy. I mean, especially with that, you know, separating rolling eyeballs. I mean, like, I mean, the quality, although if you have the ROTJ, it kind of like, you know, mixed of thoughts of like, I mean, do I need this? Like, but it's, I think I mentioned in my review that it's almost the same mode, but it's totally different. It's a newly developed, you know, head sculpt. It's like so I mean, but the hair sculpt is actually interchangeable with the ROTJ, so you could really play around, and
Is it really?
it's amazing.
Wow, I didn't know you could
Yeah.
really. So you could play around a lot with it.
Yeah, with the hair sculpt, yeah, you could exchange it. Like you could, you know.
That's cool.
I
Really
heard
cool.
I heard you saying, Regan, and I watching your video that it was the best Luke to date. So I mean, it was kind of surreal watching you with the head sculpt in so many angles. And you mentioned something. Not only was it the best Luke to date, but you didn't even really think it was. It matches the CGI Luke, but it's more like really Mark Hamill, even better than the CGI.
Exactly. Yeah, yeah. I'm surprised when I went, oh, this doesn't look like from the from the TV series. Like I was like, wow. I mean, like it looks like like Mark Hamill. Like you could really. I mean, like compared to the, I mean the ROTJ. Probably. They're like maybe some different shape of that ROTJ version, like a bit skinny, but this one, I mean, almost perfect, like I would say. I mean, like even the body, I mean, it's not just like the um like a normal body that they use on the on this figure. Like you could really play around, well, except the waist part. That's the, yeah, I think that's my only issue, like about doing some twisting thing. But like overall, like yeah, like magnificent, in these figures. Amazing. I mean, it's probably going to be Grail. Uh, of course, it depends like on which episode like you really like. Right, like let's say from other episodes, like there's still some like the best spin, they haven't released that, so maybe after they release that, we're probably gonna think of like, oh wait, I think I like this one. I like this one more than the TV series. So it depends, like but unless you're really a fan of like Mark Hamill, like I have all the Luke Skywalker version except the disguised version, the trooper. Yeah, only that I don't have. But then all the Mark Hamill version, yeah, I have all of them. And yeah, it's amazing. They love
That's
Yeah.
all. Yeah, I mean, I'm totally blown away by this figure, and I think we're going to be getting second brother in the house. It shows you how old. So we're going to get the second brother in here in just a minute, and send him the link. So come on in here, second brother. Send you the link there, my friend. That would be awesome. If we could get him in here. I think probably was already backstage, and I got to get better at these controls here, Jay. I'm just kind of got to look all around the different chats and whatnot, but looking forward to getting the second brother in here. But yeah, Connor, let's go to you off of MRC videos and his pictures of this Luke. It was absolutely phenomenal. I was blown away, Connor, by the just by these photos, like Regan was saying, that Hot Toys did. But then when I'm starting to see the videos now, Connor, I'm like, this we talk about the InArt Joker being the top of the line Joker, the quintessential Joker, the Joker to have. I feel like, Connor, this is the Luke to have.
Yeah, and I like what MRC was saying, how it's you kind of have to make a decision, like, do you want this over the Return of the Jedi Luke? Is this your definitive Luke? And it's good to have someone here like Reagan who can kind of tell us firsthand, and Beskar Kid in the chat who has his in hand as well. It's funny what they did with this one, right? Because everybody was real like hit or miss when it came to that deep fake sculpt on the prototype. And it's very clear that they went back and just basically straight up gave us mostly a Mark Hamill Return of the Jedi likeness on this figure. And most people are really happy about that. But some people I've seen say like they want the deep fake sculpt back. They're like, I bought it based on what his original appearance was in The Mandalorian season 2. And I want that deep fake sculpt back. But me personally, I think this was the smart route to go, because you're gonna draw more people in if you give them a Mark Hamill likeness versus a deep fake Mark Hamill likeness. And I think it looks fantastic. And going back to MRC, it's so funny because like Sideshow put out their video, and as I said this to you backstage, but like everything was completely blown out by the light, right? Like the clothes looked baggy, the sculpt was completely blown out, the likeness looked off, the hair looked really bad. And then you have people like MRC and other people in Hong Kong putting out videos, and it's like that's what we really wait for, because we know they're going to do it justice, put it under proper lighting, and show us what it really is going to look like in hand. So we always give you shout outs, MRC, but you really do us a service with that, because it helps so much. It really does.
Yeah. Thank you so much, Connor. At MRC, yeah, it's always such a delight whenever I'm able to get you to come on, because I think everybody here on the panel, and introduce a couple more here in just a second, loves your videos, bro. But yeah, you did this justice.
Hey, yo,
and
can you hear me?
Leo, you're back, baby. What's going on?
Can you hear me?
I can hear you. I can hear you, my friend.
Okay, yeah. So my computer, Jay, we're going to talk after this show, bro, because I'm gonna have to get you connect, because this thing I was about to throw out the window real quick. It was getting on my nerves. So now I'm on a laptop.
I know your pain, bro.
I know y'all talking about, MRC, bro, and the stuff that he got going on. And yeah, his videos are super dope. We already know that. And he's a super enabler. He makes people buy shit. I'm just letting y'all know that right now. If you watch this video, you're gonna start kicking out some money out your pockets. You're gonna
Come on, baby.
Like he does that. But what y'all don't also know is that this dude is talented too. He can dance his ass off. I saw those videos.
Yeah.
Like I didn't see him, bro.
I see.
Dance his ass off. I watched it and I was like, yo, okay, he does his thing. He does his thing. I like it, bro. I like it.
Thanks, man. Thanks, bro.
Yeah, bro. I seen it. I was like, okay. I knew it. I knew you had it in you. Something was like, yo, he got something in him. But I saw that. It's definitely dope, bro. Appreciate that, man.
Appreciate, man. Appreciate.
Well, good to have you in here, Lale.
Why's Riley here?
Riley is in here.
Why not?
What up?
Why's Riley here, bro?
Riley, you're not second brother. I'm waiting for second brother.
It's like the Wish version.
Why's Riley here, bro? He's supposed to be somewhere partying. Why is he here?
That's true. I actually just got back, so I'm here. I'm here for the stream. Let's go.
I got you.
Riley, what's going on, baby?
What up, bro? What up? I'm excited to be here, Aries. Thank you for the invite. Just wanted to pop in and just what's up, man? I'm excited. Got an amazing stacked panel here, so let's go, man.
I'm telling you. Listen, what do you think of this, Luke? We were talking about MRC was kind of kicking it off over there. We went to Cotter. We just heard Lale's comments on MRC and the great work that he does. And what do you think of that Luke there, Riley? Because Lale just got his. We were talking about the InArt Joker, and I know that you just put out a video at that. And how excited are you about that? Add the Luke,
dude. Well, firstly, the Luke is amazing. I mean, I saw MRC's video, and it's Lale's right. He's an enabler. He tempts me at myself, because I'm definitely getting that figure, and I want to pick it up because it just looks amazing, and people have said it's a definitive Luke, so I'm excited about it. I mean, it's Mando Luke, one of the most iconic scenes. I remember, Aries, you're like, they're gonna do the Mando Luke, it's gonna happen, and when it got announced, like the whole internet just exploded off the announcement, because like that moment.
I didn't think it looked that good though. Jeez.
Exactly, yeah, exactly. And then in the final, it looks even better. So I'm excited about that. And yeah, like you said before, the Joker I just got it in hand this week, and it's incredible, bro. It's an amazing figure, and I can't wait for Lale to open it. So and everyone else who's getting on the panel.
It's bro. Like
I don't want to talk about it. I'm pissed.
I know you are. I'm so far behind, man. Like it's just like I'm so behind on boxes, though. It's trying to kind of play catch up, and that's what I wanted to do before I go to London. Is that I want to kind of catch up on everything that I can catch up on, at least get to that before I leave. But then I'm also putting these garage racks together right now. So that's how I wanted to kind of have it displayed. So again, and it doesn't help that when we get this stuff in, like that Luke is incredible. And I told myself that I wasn't going to watch a reviewer. I was like, I'm not going to watch anybody review that figure, because I kind of wanted to stay away from it. But the problem is that every morning, my time, I get a notification that MRC has dropped the video.
Always.
Right? So this is what happens. When I get that notification, I'm like, nah, let me just click away. But in order for me to click away, I have to open it to click off of it. So then I open it and I see the open presentation. I'm like, all right, let me just watch a little bit of it, and then I click off. 30 minutes later, I'll just watch a little bit more. Let me just click off. Yeah,
So good.
So I'm like, yo, it's like pockets empty. That's just not. But what I love about your videos, number one, though, bro, is it's not even just the videos for say the quality and just the detail that you go in when it comes to the piece, but it's a simple fact that also you get your son involved, and I love that, bro. Having you know daughters myself, you know, to have a family member, like to have your son following your own footsteps, bro, that's incredible, bro. That's phenomenal.
Yeah,
Thanks, bro. I miss them too. I mean, like before they always in my video, but now of course, like because of the school and sometimes we not really, you know, our time didn't really match, you know, like to include them in my video. So yeah, hopefully, you know, later we'll do it again, you know.
Yeah, bro. I love that though. I love that you get them involved and just seeing them run around and just that fresh new look as soon as they get a box in. It's like, it's like, hurry up, Dad, open it up. Let's go.
Yeah.
I love that.
My little one's always asking me, like every time I put the figure in my table, I was like, who's that, Daddy? Oh yeah, I know that, Daddy. Oh, I know that. It's always like that. And then like he always like I always ask him like, yeah, you could you know, touch it, like just hold it, like just like that. Okay.
Yeah.
And slowly, and then he knows like, oh, it's very, you know, fragile. Like okay.
Yeah.
Very fragile. Oh, and speaking about that, we got another guest that's in here, the second brother. What is going on? Also, speaking about Regan, who shares this with his son, second brother, Little Macho. I think you share that as well, my friend.
Oh yeah, Little Macho has a good time with you know, collecting these hot toys, and he's, to me, like, he's a unique kid, just like, you know, Regan, like your kids. They respect the art of collecting. Macho truly does. I never had a problem with him grabbing one of these and going crazy. And half of this collection is his. He'll turn around and pick out a figure, and I pre-ordered for him, and he'll go like he have his whole friends over. He say, "Hey, this is me and Dad's collection. Do not touch."
That's awesome.
So he lets you know that right off the break.
It's awesome.
But unfortunately, he just first found out he contracted COVID today.
Oh man.
Yeah,
man.
So he got a little fever, so he's doing okay. So, you know, me and Mom doing, you know, double team, you know, making sure he's cool and everything. So not as active, but he's showing up as active enough to watch his shows. So he's good.
Nice.
Yeah, but that just spreading that joy, man. I like always like tell folks, when you have your kids, man, it's like you reliving your second childhood.
Yeah.
It's like reliving your second childhood.
I want to kick this to real quick. That's awesome. Good having you all in. It's like a big party tonight, guys. Here.
Yeah, let's go.
At Cantina. I do want to kick it to Brother Cousins because, you know, Jay, I know you got to run with your daughter, baby, but I know you want to talk about this Luke real quick, and you know, you're seeing some of the videos now. This is hot, dude, and appropriate tonight to talk about it with Regan in the house.
Absolutely. Regan, once again, brother, great review on this one. I mean, when I saw your review on this, I was just like, damn it. I have it pre-ordered on the sideshow, but sometimes y'all know I get a little impatient and I buy it for my guy. I buy it for my guy, Tim Cent. So that's why I was like, damn it, I'm trying to hold on for sideshow, but damn, man, every day that goes by, I'm just looking like, man, this looks so damn good. I really think this is the best Luke. I think this is the best Luke that they have done so far. And that looks like Mark Hamill. That really does. And the fact that just learning tonight that, yeah, you can switch out the hair pieces, that's dope. That is dope. I really think this is the best one that they did. I still think it's very light for a DX, even with the bashed up Dark Trooper, which is a great accessory. it's like half a figure, you know. But still, I think a little light for a DX. But aside from that, it's a great release. I'm so happy for this one. I really think they nailed it, knocked it out of the park. And it's funny to me that some people actually wanted, you know, the look from the prototype. That's interesting. I rather, and I think Lane, matter of fact, Aries, I think Lane brought it up last week that, you know, he asked us a question. He was like, hey, you know, do you want exactly what they were, you know, what they showed in the prototype, or do you want something a little bit better? And he had a good point on that, because I mean,
he did. He really did.
He did. We got something quite better in my opinion. So yeah, he hit it right on the head. And I think this looks good. I think it looks good, and it's gonna be in my collection soon. But gentlemen, awesome. Great panel. Aries, once again, you've done it. Great, amazing panel. I will be back next week, promise. But yeah, I gotta go. Little girl is not feeling well, so definitely
go take care of that, Jay. Come on. And
hey, yo, is it Grails tomorrow?
Grails will be tomorrow. We got a couple of Grails we doing this week. We'll be doing we got Good Morning Grails tomorrow with thanks to Second Brother. We got K2SO. We're gonna be doing that tomorrow morning, so that's gonna be great. Also, I got the 66 Jazz Inc. Batmobile. Got that in today, so we're probably going to do another Good Morning, because I'm sorry, it's not old, but it's a Grail. So we're going to be doing that too. We're going to be doing a stream on that too, just showing that off and probably taking some pictures and showing some video and stuff with that. So you're going to get 2 Good Morning Grails this week. So it's going to be something. It's going to be something. It's going to be something.
Listen, make sure you subscribe to Brother Cousins. Always the link to Brother Cousins toy reviews in the video description below. Everybody should strike a pose and go subscribe right now. Jay, always good having you here, brother. Go take care of your little one.
All right. Have a good one, bro. Thank you.
Take care, man.
Peace out, bro.
Take care, bro.
Yeah, and Collector Joey says party time, and thank you so much for the $2 drop. Yeah, this is an awesome coming together here tonight, party here. Lael,
what's up, man?
Going back to you with this Luke, my friend.
Yo.
I didn't know that you could switch out the hair pieces. MRC was saying with the Return of the Jedi. That's pretty damn cool, dude.
Yeah, I'm sort of happy with it. The reason why is, again, as good as the head sculpt is itself, it's like I said this before. Like, I just didn't want the Justin Bieber haircut. Like, it's just it's for real. It just, I don't know. It reminded me like of a Ken doll, like literally like a Ken doll. Like Ken dolls we used to basically get back in the day. So to be able to swap it out now, it looks good there. Like from certain angles, I think it captures the look. You know, and it's funny because this head sculpt actually looks better than the deep fake that they used on the show. You know what I mean? Like it
does.
Actually,
it's weird.
It's a weird dichotomy there, but it actually works. But yeah, I think this is an amazing piece, bro. Like I said, I mean, we talked about this in for a couple of days now. Did we think this was the definitive Luke? Now, of course, the original Jedi Luke for me is going to be the definitive because, like I said, I love OT. But this is basically a close second. But I can't really say it's definitive until we get the Bespin Luke, because that one might be different as well. You know, that one we're waiting on. We have to see how that head sculpt's going to come across. Again, if they're going to do some fine tuning and retooling on that. But for what we're getting with this one, it's a must have. And the thing is, what shocked me, because I didn't pay attention to it, again, we didn't actually see it in the series because he never removed his cape. Seeing this with the actual Jedi tunic is what set it off for me. I was like, yo, he actually has the Jedi tunic, which is an upgrade from what we actually saw from Jedi. This is definitely a must-have. It's one that you want to actually have in your collection. One that, you know, especially if if you're collecting the Mandalorian line, it makes so much sense. The pictures that they've taken, like the blogger photos on this was phenomenal. Like definitely, like I love the cape. Now, and I know a lot of people aren't happy with this. You know, they're kind of upset that it's not a wired cape. But for me, I'm fine with that. I'm good. I like the drape because the thing is, I can do more. I can do more with a drape than I can with a wire, depending on where the wire comes from. Hot Toys has history with their wire capes. It's not really the best. You know what I mean? So again, I love the drapery of this one. I can pull it off. If I wanted to get a custom cape, I can actually do it. But I'll settle for what we're getting because again, I want that realism. A drape cape gives me the realism. It's not like you walk around with a wire cape in real life. You know what I mean?
That's true. That is true.
You know what I mean? Listen, you're not walking around with that. You know what I mean? So it makes more sense, you know, to have it this way. And I'm excited about it, bro. I can't wait. Now, I am another who actually ordered this through Sideshow. You know, and so basically I'm going to be waiting, but it kind of plays to my favor, considering the simple fact that I'm leaving for London next month. And I'm like, I don't want anything coming. Like, I don't want
no invoices.
No invoices.
You don't have a problem there, baby.
I don't want nothing. And the thing is, I say that right now, but watch, like 14 invoices end up dropping within the next couple days. But again, I'm just.
I mean, it's possible.
It is,
Look,
bro. You know
word.
it's possible because they always surprise us. We never know. Tonight they can drop something and we'll never know. You know what I mean? Like it's just like you don't know.
Like
So
that
it's
N1. Yeah.
Yeah,
Throw that in there, yeah.
bro. I just want him to do it some Mario can shade, and I hope he's watching.
Right.
Because
He's in here, baby. He's in
He's
in
going
this
to
chat.
shade. He's going to definitely shade. But no, I think that this is. I mean, when Hot Toys is on, they are on, bro. Like when they are on, and you cannot take it away from them. This Luke is phenomenal. It is phenomenal.
Yeah.
Like definitely phenomenal. It's like they fine-tuned it. They finally got it right, and I can't wait to see what's going to happen next. Man.
And you know, before we get to you, AJ, we got to get to you here. I want to get to Second Brother who just came in. Second Brother, I feel like Leo brought up a great point, and you did last week too, bro. The DX25, because I'm getting a funny feeling that the Bespin Luke is going to be out freaking standing. I just get this like little chill. I get like goosebumps. I feel like I'm, you know, just thinking about that figure, the way that this one came out. If that one gets better than the prototype, because I actually thought Second Brother that this one was the prototype was great because it totally matched. I thought the CGI that Favreau and Filoni did, and then Magic here, as MRC was saying, and Carter and Riley and Lale that somehow the magic of how they did this. Do you think the DX25 could even be better than this?
Only time will tell. And by me having the original DX07, and I am like, at first I was a little upset, to be honest. I was a little upset. I was like, okay, they bring this back out 2.0 crap. But then when I saw the scope, the sculpt up close, and I looked at things like, okay, now I can't wait to get it in my hand to see, okay, what are the improvements that do a side by side comparison. And at first with this one, that I was like, it looked like they changed some things. I don't know. But more that I look at it, and more of the close-up photos, I'm like, damn. Like what Leo said, when Hot Toys on, they're on.
Yeah.
And
a backdrop, bro. Look at that backdrop. Like,
right. And what they did was they raised that bar.
Yeah.
And now it's just like, okay. Now it's just like you had that internal drum roll. Like, okay, if that Bespin comes out like this, they're on to something. And they're on to something this like this. It's like you said, it's any which way but up at this point. But you got to leave a little bit behind just in case of some disappointment that's there.
Yeah,
just in case. But I think it'd just be a little bit, but nah. But seeing this, and I can't wait to get mine's in hand.
Yeah.
To actually see it. And then it just like it increases. I mean, it increases the enthusiasm for that for the Bespin one.
Yeah, bro.
So
Hey, yo, Second Brother, you know what's even better, bro? Is that I get this for free based on the 20% that I'll be getting from Riley. That is amazing. Like that.
Wow. Riley, you giving out 20%, man?
No comment. No comment.
Okay.
I mean, it's cool. You and Leo have been friends for a while. I understand.
Okay.
Exactly.
Well,
Gotta talk to KG
Leo,
first.
The original game.
Gotta earn it.
Like,
Gotta earn it.
like 20%. Yeah, 20%. You hit him up like that, Leo. You didn't shake him down, did you?
Hey AJ, I'm gonna give you the mic on this. What you think about this figure? The video's coming out, but first, shout out to my friend Victoria from Victoria's Cantina.
What up?
Luke looking more like the book of Boba Fett Luke, which is good. Yeah, this Luke is phenomenal, and we're gonna get Victoria in here in April. We're working it out. Always good to have her in here.
Yeah, this looks amazing, man. It definitely looks beautiful, bro.
Hall's hometown hero, Luke. It looks good, dude.
As far as this figure, succinctly, Aries, I am DTF on this. I dig this fig. It is
I like
quite
that
fantastic. Yeah. It's this was one of the ones that, like, the second they dropped it, I think everybody immediately got excited, and it was funny because as much as everyone is like making the mad dash for the checkout line, they're simultaneously like smack talking the actual episode with the facial like capture. So I just imagine like people standing in line at like a Walmart and they're like, dude, that looked like crap. Oh man, that looked like, yeah, okay, I'm going, yep, here, ring me up, yep,
yeah,
like,
yeah.
I just it's beautiful, and the fact that they're going for the level of modularity where you can swap hair pieces now,
yeah,
that especially for that is what I have been wanting to get, especially as like a diorama builder, because it gives me a number of things that I can do extra with the scenes that I'm getting. So now I'm just able to get more, which makes the value go higher, even though they're keeping it at the same price point, which is like, I think sales-wise, they're getting a lot better at offering us a better value and keeping those prices back. I mean, we had a couple at the middle end of the year where they were starting to go up a little bit, but now they've kind of tapered off to where it's in like that acceptable 260 to like 290 range, and then the ones that are obviously going to be over 300 or over 300. And this guy, I think, kind of was like one of the ones that started the trend of that kind of sweet spot, if you will. I just it's super just remarkable, and the facial sculpt, they even got the little like bud on the chin, like
I mean, it's coming right off the heels of the Ahsoka. The DX20. Oh my god, it's just such a good figure. No, good stuff there, AJ. Riley sitting there quiet. Riley, so listen, I'm going to throw in a big question to you, my friend. You know, we got a quarter scale Luke, Vader, right? Been from the past.
Oh, don't say it. Don't do it.
Oh,
we're gonna get a quarter scale Luke to go with that Vader.
Bro, if they did that,
Return of the Jedi.
That would be crazy. Because I mean, given it would be the perfect time with the 40th anniversary. But honestly, a Luke Skywalker in quarter scale, I wish they would, but I feel like it's not going to happen. I honestly more want an Anakin from a dark side Anakin quarter scale. That would be insane.
I'd like spill my dark side though. Are you kidding me?
All the detail they can put
Anakin on that.
Yeah. With a quarter scale, because I mean we know when it comes to the quarter scale, they can obviously the paint application, everything's going to be much better because they have obviously a bigger canvas to set on, and it's going to look really good. So I would hope we'd get that, but honestly, I wouldn't see it anytime soon. But for 40th, I mean, maybe they could do like people would be mad, but they could reissue the Darth Vader quarter scale again, because I know a lot of people missed out on that quarter scale Vader, and they're like, I really wish that they could do another one or something. Maybe they can do another one with the sculpt, updated paint apps, but quarter scale is a little tricky one because sometimes it doesn't sell well, sometimes it does. It's an interesting one. But Star Wars quarter scales, they do a little bit more better. The Mando is a little slower, but overall, that would be a really hype one, Aries. I mean, I think a lot of people, like you said, would spill their coffee over that release. That would be crazy.
Yeah, it's awesome in here. And Regan, I know you got to run the work because it's like the other time and the other side of the world. So before we continue, I just want to always a pleasure to have you in here, my friend. But make sure, listen, I just want to tell everybody to make sure, if for some reason, which I don't know how it's possible, anybody watching this is not subscribed to MRC Collection Ventures, you got to go ahead and do it now, baby, because when you see this guy's videos, you will spill your damn coffee and probably have to buy another computer But listen, Regan, final thoughts on everything before you go, baby.
Yes, yeah, of course. First of all, Aris, yeah, thank you so much for inviting me here. I mean, a great panel. I mean, like, it's nice to see all of you here. Like, I mean, like, I'm always like happy, like, to talk with other, collectors, my fellow collectors. I mean, like, I'm always happy, like, to share my thoughts, like, of, like,
Yeah.
I mean, like, I mean, it's because it's hard. Like for me, of course, I don't have like, like a close friend, like close to me. Like I could tell right away, like what I, want to say about like, collecting and then like, toys. And it's
Yeah.
always, good to, to join with this kind of, like live stream, like with other collectors. I mean, like, yeah, I mean, because I'm like. I wish I could stay longer because I live like a different world, So yeah, I mean, yeah, hopefully next time, guys. And then of course, guys, don't forget to subscribe to everyone here on the panel. Like they're all good. Like talking. I mean, to be honest, like that's why I'm always like I was just like I would say like so thankful. Like even if like. Feel sometimes like when I do a review, I feel like it's I mean compared to you guys, of course, like it's a bit different from me, especially I grew up like not in in the US or like like saying a lot of stuff like about my reviews, like especially my English, of course. I mean, like I'm so like I'm thankful, like at least we understand each other in terms of
Yep.
collecting,
Yeah, bro.
So yeah.
Totally, bro.
Anyway,
It's
yeah,
universal.
just have fun, like like about collecting. Just collect like whatever you really like, and yeah, I mean, just of course control. That's the most important thing. I mean, even if we want to, like, as much we want to get all the, the figures, statues, but it's still different if we really control it, like it's not easy, like later on, but yeah, as long as we enjoy it, like I mean, like no matter what, right? Like I mean, like even if like we pay
Yeah.
a lot of like like prices or fee for these figures, but still like if you really enjoy it, like it really makes you happy, then that's it. I mean, like that's
Yeah.
what it's all about, right? Like connecting. So anyway, yeah, thanks so much, guys. I need to like I
Take care,
have a
bro.
class. Yeah, thanks.
See you, brother.
Everyone.
See you, brother.
Take care,
Nice
everyone.
meeting
God
you, man.
bless.
Nice
God
meeting
bless,
you,
everyone.
brother.
Thank you.
Nice
Thank
meeting
you.
you.
Too, family. See you later.
Yeah, awesome having him in here, guys. And you see the link there that OG fan with Star Wars is just Star Wars put out. Make sure you guys subscribe to MRC Collection Ventures.
Yes.
Great guy. That was
Amazing,
a
man.
lot of fun having him in here. Okay, so here's how we're gonna do the last segment and close the show here, baby. So look, the Ahsoka DX20 came out, gone. We think it's gone. We have no idea. Luke DX23, all of a sudden coming out. Kind of looks like it's going away. So I want to play a little bit of a game here, a fun game. I have my top 5 figures that I believe that Hot Toys is going to announce from The Mandalorian Season 3. Now, look, I don't know if they're going to do it. It's just my opinion. We don't even know if these characters are going to be in the Season 3. But part of me thinks that they're kind of making room for another announcement of some of these figures. So we're going to go to each one separately here as I go ahead and pull these up onto the screen. My number 5, and I'm going to go to Connor first. I'm just going to pick it random from 5 to number 1. And there's going to be something in common with every one of these picks. Okay, let's see if you guys can figure out what it is. Connor, I say we're going to get a Luke and Grogu from The Mandalorian Season 3. I thought we were going to get one from the book of Boba Fett, and I don't know how they're going to word it. But are we going to get a Luke and Grogu? The one that kind of looks like the CGI from the book of Boba Fett. Who knows what he's going to look like in this season if he shows up.
Aries, Aries, I think they're going to be too busy making the Skittles Mandalorian figures to make this one. No, all seriousness, yeah, I have a lot of faith in the Return of the Jedi Luke. Like, that's a given in my opinion. But with this one, I don't know. I feel like they're going to pass up on this one because they're going to be focusing on the army building. And I also, you know what I really see them pulling out in front of this one, believe it or not, are some of those troopers that, like, we had a lot of opportunity for like Death Star Gunner and other old troopers, because obviously what's left of the Empire, they're kind of reusing all of that armor. So I would say for my personal opinion, for season 3, I could see them pulling out more troopers and Mandalorians than anything personally. So I would probably say no on this one.
So let's see. Let's play this for you, baby.
And I say no.
Love it.
It's a classic.
Luke and Grogu. All right, so now I'm going to go to number 4, and Lael.
Yo.
Well, okay, I'm going to go to this one for you. Number 4, Lael.
Yo.
I can't pull up quick enough here, my friend. Here we go.
Drum roll.
Ahsoka and Grogu.
I think that ship has sailed already, bro. To be quite honest, I think that the reason why I say that is because I think right now with Ahsoka, they're going to focus more on her show. I mean, that's the focus right now.
Yeah,
it's you know, even if we're talking about, like, it's just a few seconds ago we were talking about Luke. If anything, if we had a chance to get anything new from a Luke, it would probably be more so from Ahsoka. You know what I mean? Because they're probably saving it for that.
That's serious.
That would make more sense. I think out of this, you know, with this Ahsoka and Grogu set, I mean, they don't. The thing is, if you oversaturate the market with something like this, yet again, knowing that you've already released, you know, the version that we have now, I mean, I just don't think it would make any sense. You know, right now you want to focus. You already know that we're going to get an Ahsoka from the show, brand new tailoring on the actual outfit. So they're going to milk that. On top of that, they're listening. So they know that with the new version, they're going to fine tune, give us a Rosaria Dawson head sculpt so people can stop complaining. So they're going to do that as well. So you already know that that's going to happen. But I think it'd be a better chance to get a Luke from that series if, you know, and I'm not saying he's going to show up, or if there's going to be I'm not even not saying I don't even want to put all my eggs in one basket when it comes to that type of situation. But I think as far as, you know, another Grogu and Ahsoka, nah, I think this was the last version that we got from it. The DX version that we got, which is a beautiful piece to have. I mean, I think that's the one that's going to be definitive. And then moving forward, we're going to get a totally different Ahsoka minus the Grogu, because like I said, it's not within an IP. And I think if they were smart, they would stop milking that, bro, because people will get tired of it. You know what I mean? Like they'll be like, yeah, this is like way too many. I already have.
We just got one now that's beautiful. I mean, this figure's beautiful.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But as far as the Ahsoka is concerned, I mean, look, I mean, we're definitely going to get another version of that. You know,
with her series, of course.
With her series, of course. So I know we'll get that, but I just don't think that we're going to actually have, you know, Grogu with that figure, because it just doesn't make, for me, it just doesn't make sense that they would. I don't know. I'm just saying I don't think it would make sense.
Now, when they have that Grogu action pack, the second one still on.
Exactly, bro. It's still there. Yeah, and on top of that, like, you can use a Grogu that you already have in your set. You know what I mean?
We all have 5 of them.
Yeah, like we all have 5 of them, 5 or 6.
In the army.
Yeah, Riley got 72. So you know what I mean? Like it's.
Well, you have to wonder if he's the common thread here, Lale, out of every one I'm going to pull. Every one that I'm going to put.
I was wondering that. Yeah, after I saw the second one.
Yeah, like it's too much. This is way too much, man.
Leo's building that crowd shelving just for solely the Grogu's. It's his Grogu show.
Bro, like that's what it feel like it's gonna be. Like you got all those stupid Grogu's and shit. Like, I mean, not stupid, but I'm just saying, like, it's like a mock.
I'm called Grogu stupid.
All right, so gremlins, man.
You gotta get the clock coming down. You
All
guys
right,
have
so
to clap
listen.
them and down. They can point at it like.
I'll just flash this up. Number 3.
Oh my God! Too many.
There's Grogu again.
All the Grogus. I'm here for this. I am here for this.
But
guys.
before we talk about this, brother cousins, sorry I had to. Jay, you have to apologize, bro. You gotta go take care of the fam, but always good having Jay in here. Says, just think of me and second brother as a tag team. Come on. Yeah. This is 6 Scale Raw. What you gonna do? Good to have Jay in here. But there's a lot of rumors that Boba is gonna show up. I don't think that they're saving the after credits of Cobb Vanth and them for Ahsoka series or something down the road. I do think he's going to show up. I don't know. But if Boba Fett shows up, let's go to you, Riley. If Boba Fett shows up, does Hot Toys not put out a Boba Fett?
It's a tough question. I mean, at this point, there's just so many of these Mandalorian styled figures to where I wouldn't doubt that they'd make another one. And it's funny to just label it with the Grogu tag, because at this point, yeah, Grogu's with every Mando release, you're gonna have that little Grogu packaged inside.
Well, if you see the season so far, he's been with just about every person that's
exactly,
and even had a moment with Grief Karga, just saying.
Yeah, even the little guys when he was trying to eat them or like punch them or whatever that happened. That's it. Yeah, but
bad touchy. That
was funny. That was funny.
Well,
yeah,
if
it's
they give us
sure.
a Grogu with Grief Karga and with every figure, I would laugh.
The thing is, it's like, no. If anything, with a Grief Karga, man, I just want to see those 2 droids behind him.
And Harry in the robe.
That's what I want.
That's
a must-have. Like, that's one of the dopest things I've ever seen. Like, and I would love to actually have that. You know what I mean? Like, that would make more sense. Why would you to keep throwing Grogu's in here, man? We got the point. We get the point. Like, literally, right now, we get the point, man. Like, literally, you don't have to keep doing it. Don't oversell your product, man. Just kind of leave it out. If I see another Grogu, I swear to God, it's like,
no.
Like, it's not even hate against it. It's just like, yo, because if you keep doing it, he's not cute anymore to me. You know what I mean? It's like, you see it already. It's not.
So, your number one wish list item of the whole year is a Grogu Holocron double pack.
What? Listen,
like 7 Grogus and like 30 of the little holograms with like the holder.
If they decide to give us a Grogu and say, for instance, because we don't necessarily know, we just seen a cut scene. We've seen him basically travel from, and when he was with Luke, the next time we saw him was with, of course, then, back on Tatooine, in the Book of Boba. Now, I say that for a specific reason. We don't know whether or not Luke decided to give him the saber anyway, and he might still have it. We just don't know. And it hasn't been shown. You know what I mean? So if you give us a Grogu with the saber, then I'll be like, all right, cool. I can rock with that as long as it's articulated. But we would have to see him aged up, because as a baby using it, come on, man. Now stop playing. It's just not going to really, really make sense. You know what I mean? That's just like Raleigh without J's. It just doesn't make sense. You know what I mean? So again, it's so that's what I'm saying. Like, if they give us a different iteration, or even like if we see like at the end of the season, Grogu get like a Mandalorian helmet. Okay, maybe cool. I don't know. Cool. That'd be cool. But at the same, do you really want to see that at the end? It's like, I mean, I don't. I just the thing is, I want to focus on the figures, less Grogu's. You know what I mean? I try to turn a blind eye on it right now because it's just oversaturated. But yeah, nothing with a Grogu attachment right now. I'm Grogu'd out, bro. Like, straight up.
Well, he's a little thirsty right now, though. You have to fill. All right, so listen, I'll have to put up then the second one, and you have to wonder what this picture is here. So number 2 for me, I'll just pull this up.
Another Charlie the Unicorn was right. Maybe he's the Hot Toys wizard.
Right. Now listen, Grogu's with all these people, and there's our 5. You know we're getting that, but I don't know, Bo-Katan. So let me go to you, second brother. Bo-Katan, her hair is different. I don't want to give away what's going on The Mandalorian to people who haven't seen it. And I thought it was they're just knocking it out of the park this season. And I was actually blown away by some of the things that happened in chapter 3. But her hair's way different, bro. I don't know. What do you think? Are we going to get a Bo-Katan again? We got one out now.
I don't think so. I don't think just by having longer hair would justify another figure. And the second with Lael, that I'm with him on the Grogu's, because I have a life-size Grogu that's in my theater room. And I am, like he said, like with Gremlins, you know, it's oversaturation, and you just don't want to blow a good thing. I'm with him on that. But getting another Bo-Katan, unless it's a drastic change, unless they throughout the season, since she's part of the old Mandalore coven now, that maybe her suit will change, maybe the armor will change up a little bit, maybe. But
rumor is it's supposed to.
Yeah, I think there's going to be some
and
armor stuff.
And it's probably going to be some, you know, a big ass mutiny that's probably about to happen also. By her being there. Not to spoil anything, but I see where this is going. And I like my man when he jumped around and said the Skittles Mandalorian.
It's true though. It's so true.
I mean, that's what it is, right?
That's true. That's the truth.
Yeah, man. I was sitting there like, damn, is that a male Sabine I'm looking at? What
right. Yeah, that's true. She painted all their armor for him.
Right.
Well,
all of our friends are watching.
But you know what's funny, guys? All these figures that I put up, Lael, to your chagrin, they could just be, oh, throw it to Grogu. We'd have like bags of these things. And actually, the two figures that just came out now that we're ranting and raving about, Lael, the DX20 Ahsoka and the DX23 Luke,
they both have Grogu's.
They freaking have Grogu's.
I know. That's the thing. And I kept both of them in the box.
Oh, damn. That's tough.
What?
Yeah, I'm not taking those Grogu's out, bro. I'm not doing it.
The
because
one
the thing
with
is,
the
it's like you.
Ahsoka's the one to...
Well, yeah, that one.
Grogu's like the new baby. You gotta love me.
It's an actual figure. It's the same head sculpt as the one that came with the Chrome Mando.
Yeah.
But at least the arms work. So I mean, what you could do is you could have that be the body, and then you could just keep the separate heads if you want to swap heads.
Yeah,
just a bunch of Grogu heads. Yeah.
The thing is, like, because I'm getting a second Bo-Katan because I'm getting you know, someone to mod the hair. They're going to make it longer, which is going to be decent. So and again, her arc is so much more interesting in this show. But again, with Grogu, it's just like, yeah, man, like and then don't get me wrong, bro. I love the simple fact that the story is just so mysterious, and I can't wait till they get to the episode where we find out how he got out of that temple and who got him out of the temple.
Yeah.
I just hope they don't keep prolonging that. They just don't prolong it. Like, please don't. But this is going to be interesting to see. I can't wait to see how they pull that off. But I don't know. Yeah, man. I just something different, man. Give us something different.
Yeah, Lael, did you like? What did you think of the third chapter? Just
third episode?
Yeah,
I loved it.
Yeah,
I loved everything about it, bro. I loved everything about it because, like I said, for me, the episode touched on things that we might have forgotten, but at the same time, we needed to kind of tie things together the way, you know, we needed that information. I know a lot of people, the thing is, it's like, yo, we get punches and powers all the time. We always get like the fast pace, this, that, and the third, but sometimes it's good to slow it down so we can pay more attention. Also, we know that the writers are paying more attention to what happened in Andor. And they're like, you know what, if they can pull it off, we can kind of give those same elements here. And I loved seeing this episode. You know what I mean? I loved Kane's character. You know what I mean? Pershing. I love the simple fact that dichotomy there. You know, you see an unstable individual, you know, who believes. I mean, like all villain will, every villain we know would believes that what they're doing is for the greater good and that they're not really a villain. You know, and we see her playing on his weaknesses. I love that. You know what I mean? I love that dichotomy. We went back to Coruscant. You know what I mean, and just being there in that element, and then we did break back to the action, but I love that slow pace there. I mean, I don't mind a slow beginning, because that just lets me know that we about to go out with a bang. So I love this episode. I loved every episode, bro. I'm a Star Wars fan, so regardless of what people feel, I'm gonna love it as long as it doesn't have a Rise of Skywalker tied to it. I'm fine. You know what I mean? So I'm good to go. But you know, other than that, like, yeah, man, it's definitely going to be interesting. I was I dove deep into, like, you know, Bo-Katan's, her lore, her story, and what's going on with her, because like right now, like I've been saying, we don't know if she's a protagonist or an antagonist. We don't know what's going to happen with this character because there's a mystery surrounding it and what her intentions are. We don't know what the intentions of the armor really is. It's like everybody, and on top of that, Paz Vizsla, we don't know his intentions. So there's a lot going on with it that, you know, it's so interesting. It is extremely interesting. And that's what I loved about this episode. It creates that mystery. You know what I mean? So as long as they keep on giving it to us, I have full faith in Dave Filoni and Jon Favreau, bro. Let's just keep it going, man. Like, definitely, I'm excited about it.
But fellas, so you think that's going to lead into possibly a connection between the armor and Maul in a way?
Well, I know that that's been the rumor.
Yeah,
I would like them to address that, because I mean, she's got the Mandalorian helmet.
Yeah.
I'm hoping
That's interesting.
it's cast. I don't know that it's cast. I know that's like a rumor. It's not like a real thing.
That's been a heavy rumor, and if they pull that off, do you know? I'm telling you, I will be so excited. I will.
I would. It almost seems like the logical, but that whole third Katan sister is like making waves right now, and they're both so compelling that it's like, I'm going to be happy either way. I like how they left her though, where they were like, you do have the doubt, but all they really gave us that's definitive is, hey, this person right here, here's her path to the throne should she decide to take it.
And what I love about it is that right now, bro, we don't know who to trust, and I love that. We have no idea who to trust. You can't trust any of them at this time. You know what I mean? The only person that we're looking through the eyes of Den right now. He just wanted his redemption. He doesn't want to be. I'm telling you, he doesn't want to be leader. But of course, he could be thrusted in that position to kind of help unify. But we know he doesn't. There's a lot of people that are rooting for Bo-Katan. You know what I mean? Who knows? It's just
don't trust Grogu.
You said don't trust Grogu. Hey, like I said, he's sitting back observing all of this, and I like literally, I was saying, like, what would be dope about this series is that if everything that we are seeing and witnessing right now is through the eyes of Grogu, and he's the storyteller and narrator through this entire thing.
Wow,
that would be incredible. You know what I mean? To see something like that. But
or it could be Darth and Jar Jar that's pulling his puppet string.
I don't got my Jar Jar clip. All right, so listen, my number one, and we're going to go to AJ with it.
Yeah.
And number one,
better be.
Grogu and Dark Grogu.
So Grogu will be. Grogu
it's got,
will be in this.
Come on, N1. It's got to be that.
We all know the N1's coming, so I just want to put the obvious Mario.
With the Grogu.
Put Mario on blast. We got to put Mario on blast.
Yeah.
Are we going to? So AJ, are we going to go through? As Hot Toys not going to put out this for the Mandalorian season 3.
Oh my!
I talked about this weekend. I think this 1000% happens. I don't think that Hot Toys, and like we were talking about, Howard loves money and money is king with him. I don't think that they can resist the urge. Like OCD wise, you've got like a little bit of dirt on your hands. It's been 5 minutes and you can't wash it off. That's how they feel about not releasing a Mando and Grogu. So whether the N1 happens or not, this set I think is like bar none, definitely 1000% happen.
But dude, we have the best car Mando up on pre-orders too, which is selling better than the Chrome one. We got the Chrome one that's up.
3. No,
And
the community would outrage if this happened.
so you, but I agree with you, AJ. I don't see them not
We don't
putting
know
out a
what this
Mandalorian.
comes with. We don't know what this comes with yet. All we know is we've seen the top, like this much of it. We've seen the top torso and the little Grogu peeking out of the N1 in the pictures, and we don't know anything else that comes with it. This could come with some crazy diorama base. It could come with a bunch of energy shields. It could come with, I don't know, like a tooth from the Rancor or the Mythosaur or some crazy, we don't like, until they release it and we see the rest of the season, it's just 2 inches of Mando. Like,
I think they're going to release this, but they're going to release a one without the fat suit because just specifically for the M1 Starfighter.
I agree.
That's what happened.
Yeah. Yep.
I think the Chrome Mando will fit in there. I mean, he'll bend in a perfect L.
Yeah, yeah.
Hey, some people have said diecast Mando. Get some diecast armor plates. That'd be pretty crazy.
I think that is an inevitability at some point because they keep wanting to 3, 4, 5.0 this and make this the Star Wars Iron Man.
Yeah,
pretty much.
Well, so Leo and AJ, you both think that a Mando's coming from this season.
Oh yeah,
it's
inevitable.
I'm hoping for the N1, but
it's
if
inevitable.
that does or doesn't, like, well,
it's inevitable. Like, definitely, this is going to come. They again, it
With
might
Grogu?
even you know they're going to. I mean, that's a no brainer because you can't have. They're not going to release it without a Grogu. But
they have to finish. Yeah,
I think that they could do this 2 ways. They can do this, which would make this thing a tad bit more expensive. They can release this as a N1 Starfighter exclusive. You get this figure with that, or you can get the N1 Starfighter without it, or you can get this one out. They might do it just depending on how they. I mean, come on, like you said, Howard loves money, and money loves Howard, so they're going to do it either way. Like, that's what I'm saying. It's going to get done, bro. I believe that.
The thing about right now, though, is with the smaller batches, I don't think it matters. People might get upset, but if they're only selling 2,000 of them, they can probably 2,000 of them, regardless of how upset anybody gets.
Yeah,
it's like that arena suit Fett. Yeah,
bro.
Yeah, for sure.
I was one of the ones that was pissed when we got the original. Like I said, we got the
Durasteel and then
the Durasteel and the Beskar Mando. So we got that one, and then right after that one started arriving is when they announced the Chrome, and I was one of the ones like, man, I'm not getting that. No, I'm not. And what happened? They showed the head sculpt, and I got it because I wanted to have that head sculpt attached to the transport trooper. It was no brainer, so I had to actually get it.
No, I have it on him right now. I had it on the transport trooper the first month and a half I had it.
Yeah, bro. It just makes so much sense, and I was like, yeah, I definitely want to do that. But I mean, that's the thing is, like, people will get mad, but once they release it, it'll be in their collection. Like, seriously, it will. It just happens because it's Mando. So I mean, they'll find a reason to have it, especially if it articulates better. If it comes with a diorama base, you never know.
You know what, guys? Mafia is saying, "Oh, Mando's beard is coming off," but
Mario's beard, yeah,
Mario's beard,
Mario's beard, Mafia. But Mario says,
and I say no.
Hey, you got to do one. Once it releases, you have to do one with his beard shaved off that says, "And I say I'm sorry."
Oh, that's too funny.
I had a counter bet to that, but he didn't want to do it, so I'll leave it between him and Mafia.
He's scared because he knows it's gonna happen, so he's worried.
I mean, I was gonna do my whole head, like all of it, but he doesn't want to do that. We don't have to do that. That's cool. I can keep my facial hair and let him and Mafia do their thing.
And let him rock. I told him, I said, like, if you lose, you got to sing the entire Never Gonna Get It in Vogue song with the music on. You got to sing it and record it, like, straight up. He said, all right, I'll do that. I said, okay, all right, cool.
Oh, man.
All right, Connor, let's go to you. Any chance we're not getting Mando and Grogu for the Mandalorian Season 3? Better question on top of that. At the end of the day, when it's all said and done in 7 years, are there going to be more Mandos than Iron Mans out there from Hot Toys?
I don't know if they'll quite catch up to the Iron Man figures, but I actually tend to agree with Lael on this one. I do think the most sense here is Hot Toys to release a set specifically to go with the N1. And with that being said, they're probably going to tailor it so it fits like easily into the vehicle. And AJ is right. Yes, you can probably fit the current Chrome Mando in there pretty easily, but they'll probably limit that fat suit quite a bit, if not maybe not have much of one at all. And make it fit easily into the N1. Because I know some people who've been to the shows and have seen the M1 in person, they're like, no, that looks like a whole figure in there to me. So I think that's what they're going to do. I think it makes
it was announced as a whole figure.
Because a lot of people were speculating like, oh, it might just be half a figure. I'm like, no, everybody was there looking at it. They're like, no, it looks like a whole figure to me. So
Evan did a video from Spice Runner Lounge. Eben the collector, I want to say, did like a video, and you can see it's like a whole figure. And then when Sideshow did their like whole spiel with the I forget what the guy's name was who's not there anymore.
Paul.
He was Paul. Yeah. He was saying like it's an.
He's not there anymore.
Figure.
No, Paul and Autumn are both gone. Yeah.
Oh, really?
Wow.
There's a lot of changeover going on. That's a whole other conversation.
Yeah. Wow.
I could see us stripped down because it doesn't. If it's made to stick in the N1, the proportions on the lower torso don't matter like at all. It's literally just mobility. So they could literally just do it where the top half might have a little bit of fat suit on the chest. You take off the stuff on the arms, cut it for the forearms just so the gauntlets and everything fit on, and then just leave it like straight buck naked on the bottom with just the jumpsuit over the top.
Wow.
That like logistically speaking, that'd probably make the most amount of sense. So yeah, I totally agree with Connor on that one.
Yeah.
Riley, you're the last one to comment on Mando. Any chance we're not getting Mando?
It's a tough one for me, honestly, because you guys all are at this point before I was like, I didn't think they would do it, but you guys are raising a lot of good points. I mean, the one thing I'd say is I hope that they do something that would kind of make it more appealing, because obviously this Chrome One, I mean, people who had it in hand, it's a pretty amazing as it is. It's going to be hard to like go above and beyond over that, because I feel like, but at the same time, we should get that past Vizsla when he just had a shield once and that was it. Like they didn't do anything different with it. So at the end of the day, Hot Toys they're gonna do what they're gonna do. And like you said, Howard, he likes that money. So I'd honestly, at the start, I was like, no, I don't think so. But I think they are going to do it. I hope it doesn't happen as recent as the previous thing that happened when it was like they just got here and then they did another one. So, but who knows at this point? I mean, it's like you guys have said, Mando's hot for Hot Toys. So that's definitely one that can happen.
Do they sell that Mando specifically with the N1 as a 2-pack?
That's what I'm saying. I think that they might. They might actually sell that Mando they might sell it separately and together as a 2-pack, just depending. I mean, they want to make money, so of course I think that they'll do something like that.
Do you think if you buy the N1, you by default have to buy the one that comes with that Mando?
I don't think so. I think it's probably going to be like a standard N1 and maybe a deluxe N1 that comes with the figure set. I could see them doing like 2 SKUs.
So 2 SKUs for 2 SKUs for the Mando, 2 SKUs for the N1 is what we're saying.
Yeah, definitely.
Very interesting stuff in here, guys. This was a lot of fun, gentlemen. And my God, we had so many guests in here today. But listen, the Hoth's hometown hero is in here. And you know, I want to give everybody an opportunity here. And you always got the links within the video description below to subscribe. You guys all need to subscribe to Hoth's hometown hero. I've watched AJ's videos for months now. He puts in a lot of hard work. He's got a lot of great insight. Puts a lot of data out here. He's always in everybody's channels. And you guys definitely in the chat subscribe to this man, Hoth's hometown hero. AJ, real quick, your channel, baby. Pleasure having you on here. You've been a supporter for a long time, so glad I could get you on, my friend.
First off, I'd like to say it's been an honor to share this night and evening with all of you. It's been a dream. Second off, Saturdays at 10:30 CST, I do a show called The Figure Freakout with Re-Reviews, who's been in the chat all evening. And then this Sunday, I will be on the Ben Thomas show. And other than that, you'll catch me in 5 minutes or less throughout the week, depending on what's dropping.
Yeah.
That's
Sweet.
awesome. Great having you here, my friend. And, always thank you so much for your support. And guys, gals, make sure you subscribe to the hero, the Hoth's hometown hero here, baby. I wanted to tell you something, AJ, if I could find it, and see if I couldn't get it over here. I hear, I hear that it's pretty cold, on Hoth.
Right, I'll see you shortly. There's a meteorite that hit the ground near here. I want to check it out. It won't take long.
Wonderful.
I
we
wish
do
we'd get that.
we do actually ride tauntauns to work. I just lost like 2 last week. It was like negative 40.
Hoth's hometown hero is awesome, and keep moving this way, Connor. My goodness, with your awesome Discord group, and for a couple of years already, bro, and you hit 1,000 subscribers. I love your channel. You put out great stuff. Real honor having you on here today, my friend. You guys definitely, if you're not subscribed to the Hot Toys Hotline, you need to go ahead and subscribe to the Hot Toys Hotline now. Link within the video description below. But listen, what's going on, baby? Good to have you here.
It's great to be here, and thank you so much. You humbled me with that introduction. But no, I've got a lot going on. I mean, I'm not much of a review guy, but I do reviews here and there, and I've had a lot of stuff in recently where I'm like, I don't really see many reviews on these. So I put up a review on the Damn Toys Claire Redfield. I'm sure you guys saw the big fiasco on Facebook about that one. So I'm like, let me put out a review, and maybe some people will appreciate that. So I just recently put up a review on that, and actually today another newer figure that some people might be curious in seeing is the season 7 Sandor Clegane from 3-0. One of my favorite characters in Game of Thrones, so I had to pick up that figure. So I just put up a review for that. Nice. And of course, I'm real big into live streams. So now I'm doing live streams twice a week. So Tuesdays we do our 2.0 or Leave It Alone, where we talk about a specific figure or maybe a set of figures that are related. We talk about whether we think it deserves to be 2.0 or not, and what we could see in the future for a 2.0. And then Thursdays are just like crazy stream where we talk about all the news, all the talk about different figures and new announcements and stuff like that. So yeah, that's basically all I got going on my channel. A lot of stuff incoming too. A lot of stuff planned. So you know how it is though. You guys know once you hit 1,000, you're like, what can I do next? What can I do next? So that's where I am.
Yeah, bro.
Just keep driving, baby. Just keep
that itch, bro.
Appreciate it.
Yeah,
for sure. Yeah.
Well, Connor, great having you in here. It's the Hot Toys Hotline, and guys, definitely in the chat, go ahead and subscribe to this man, his channel. Great vibe, great channel creator there. Awesome having you on. Moving to Riley. Riley, buddy, it's been like so long.
It's been forever, man.
I feel like it's been forever, and good to have you on here, dude.
Yeah, dude, it was a pleasure, man. I really appreciate the invite. Of course, right now I was super busy. If you can't see behind me, I had a little project going on, changing my whole collection room. So getting some finishing touches, and we're gonna do the collection tour. But thank you for the invite again. It was a lot of fun. Great panel here. Got some great people. And on my channel right now, I posted my InArt Joker review. Obviously, I talked about he's right up there. He's an amazing figure, and make sure you guys check that out if you guys want to see that. Been posting some YouTube shorts as I usually do, and also I'm going to be starting up some live streams soon. I know I've been gone on live streaming for a little bit of a while. I pop up on different streams here and there, but I've just been really busy recently. But I'm gonna get some more people on. I know Hotline. We've been talking forever, man. I got to get you on the show. So next time I'm doing a live stream, I'm gonna get you on, man. Let's do it, man. And everyone else, of course. Yeah, I really appreciate the support, man. I'm almost at 1,700, so really appreciate. I think 20 subs off. So if you guys want to check out my channel, check it out. And I've got some big stuff coming with the collection and just reviews, of course, the InArt Joker, and some more stuff coming. It's been a lot of fun though. I appreciate being back in the cantina because it's always just such a good vibe. So appreciate it, Aries, and yeah, everyone have a great night.
Yeah, awesome to have you in here, Riley. And guys, make sure, gals, if you're not subscribed already, subscribe to Riley. Awesome having you in here, my friend. And second week in a row. What's going on, my friend? And good to have you in here, baby.
Well, I was glad to be on with you, Aries, and all these fine gentlemen here. Hoth's hometown hero, man, is good to finally meet you and be on the stream together because you give out such valuable information and insight and it brings a different spin on this whole world of like Hot Toys collecting. And man, I mean, the community is amazing, and you always end up meeting some amazing people that have their own individuality and their own spin on things. And it's never, I can tell you, with this community, it's never a dull moment. Never a dull moment. Never a dull moment. It could be Leo with his craziness. It could be Aries with his excitement. It could be Hoff's hometown hero with his wisdom. Then it could be my man, the Hot Toys hotline, bringing the heat. Then it's Rally also, man. You can't. I mean,
it doesn't stop, man. It's a party.
It doesn't stop.
It's a party, baby.
Even if we get bored with 2.0s, 3.0s, 4.0s, 5.0s, we still have each other to keep us entertained
and sane.
Right.
Well, second brother, you're going to be streaming soon, and where can people find your channel, baby?
Well, if our boy Jay get with me to show me how do this production, I'm sorry to say, excuse my language, this shit y'all do is work.
That's true. Yeah,
it's work, and I'm sitting there trying to okay, how am I going to do work, Lil Macho, school, and a channel? I don't see how you do it, especially this dude right here.
Oh hell yeah! Yep.
I was like, damn. I said, Leo, pop out. Where's Waldo, man? You got a show going on.
It gets easier once you figure out how to manage the time, though. I started my channel when I was working 70 hours a week.
Oh.
So I understand. That's probably pretty close to what you're dealing with, having a kid, because it takes up time. But once you figure out how to get the time management and get the rhythm of that, you'll be fine. Totally fine.
Yeah. And it turns to an addiction. Jay always talked to me about the numbers, the numbers game. And you're going for the numbers. And I was like, I just try and do it just for shits and giggles. Oh no, you're gonna get hooked up into it. I'm like, I probably will. More than likely.
Well, we all do.
Well, you know what, second brother, be coming soon. But brother Cousins, who was in here earlier on the show, guys, make sure you subscribe to my friend Jay. Brother Cousins toy reviews, epic show today. Make sure you guys go subscribe right now. Link always within the video description below. Last but not least, Leo, I'm so excited about the Mandalorian, brother. I'm excited to always have you in here. Glad you were able to hang out in here tonight, man.
Yeah, man. Like I said, man, I dip in as soon as I'm done with work. You know what I mean? Work is just it's a constant thing for me now, more so than any, because like I said, I'm just taking in all my clients so I can get them out the way before next month, because next month is going to definitely be busy with celebration and everything like that, which I can't not wait for. But yeah,
so
I'm excited for you,
bro. It's going to be so fun. I'm going to try to do a live stream there, because here's the thing: it's not going to be, I don't think that. I don't know if Hot Toys is going to have a presence there. I know the Sideshow's not going to be there. So, I mean, they're going to have their own whatever. So, again, who knows? Who knows how it's going to be? But I just want to kind of give everybody an idea of what's going on there, just to kind of take them on a tour of what's happening there. It's my first time, so I would like to share my first time with everybody else as well. So I'll probably do that. Second brother, I will tell you, definitely we talk about the numbers game, bro. When you do it and when you drop your show, just have fun first over everything else. Fun first, and then everything else will come. Don't get yourself involved in the numbers, because then it's competition. And right now in this community, bro, we don't need a lot of competition. Straight up, we don't, because we're a small pocket in this YouTube universe, and I think that we need to unify more than ever to make it bigger. The more we do that, then it'll happen. So right now, bro, just have fun. That's what I do. I jump on, I have fun. I don't even look at the numbers. I have fun. That's what I do. I like getting on, having fun, having conversations, spending time with my bros, and just let it go. Everything else just basically happens when it comes. So just mainly have fun and appreciate the simple fact that we have a space that we can talk about these things. We can talk about collecting. We can share ideas. We can just have fun, bro. That's what it's all about. But yeah, like I said, I mean, thank you for having me, bro. Wednesday, of course, Say What Wednesday. If anything drops, there'll definitely be an episode of The Corner. We're gonna have Figure Flex Friday, of course. Every Friday we do that. And then Collectors Lounge on Sunday. I just dropped the video this morning for the Vision, which was the white Vision. It was actually a Take Your Position. Now my camera just wants to go in because I'm waving my hands. Come on, you stupid ass. Stop playing with me. Stop playing with me. It just does it all the time. But anyway, yeah, man, thanks for having me, bro. There'll be a couple more videos dropping. I think I'm actually doing Cable next. So that'd be my next Take Your Position, get that out the box. So yeah, man. Thank you for having me here, bro. And if, like everybody said, subscribe to everybody on the panel. Because again, it's worth it when you support each other. I support everybody here. And everything that has what's going on. Hoth's hometown hero, bro. I'm so glad to see you in this, man. Because like I said, I was happy to see you doing your thing. Nice to meet you.
You should have seen me last night when he called me. I was like, what is this?
Yeah, definitely, bro.
Real.
Let's go,
It's a
man.
real
So
thing.
glad to have you here, man. As always, Hot Toys Hotline, man, bro. Like you, bro. Like your shows. The thing is, your voice, it brings people in. Like honestly, it does because it's so clear, articulate, and everything. You bring everybody into that world. It's worth watching. And number one, you already got me sold because you got the GOAT right there in front of you, man. Chris Reeves, Superman all day.
It just fell into my. It really did just fall into my hands locally. I'm very pleased, and I had to do some repairs, but
yeah,
I'm happy with what I did.
Bro,
It's incredible.
That hurts my
really
heart, man. That is my ultimate grail right there.
Yeah, bro. It's an amazing piece to have. So that you broke the mold right there. But yes, definitely, man. So glad to have you here. Riley, you already know what it is, Mr. 10%, 20% now. You move from 15 to 20. Every time you actually move up and them numbers go up and you start growing that channel, it moves up. It moves another percentage.
Yeah,
so it's 5%.
We gotta get KG back in here. We gotta
nah,
get KG,
you taking that slack. Don't try to pass the ball. Anyway, so glad to have you here. Second brother, you already know what time it is. You know what I mean? So it's always a pleasure to stand next to you, my brother. It's always, especially in us old heads, because we are old as shit, but we love what we love. So I'm glad to be here. And always, Aries, I mean, for you, it's always being a pillar and a staple in this community to bring everybody together.
Yes.
We can have these discussions, bro. Without these discussions, without this place, man, it wouldn't be as good as it is. Especially in the world outside these windows, bro. Like we need to have spaces like this, man. So thank you for having me.
You're not speaking nothing but the truth, because this community here is the most. I've been part of groups, many groups, but this community is the most cohesive.
Yeah,
the most cohesive.
Yeah, bro.
Like any group that I've been involved in.
Yeah, bro.
Free spirit, free minded. There's no judgments, there's no pressure, there's no
bro.
None of all that craziness. We just come together and enjoy and love what we love. Is this?
Yeah, bro.
6 scale crack candy that's behind
it is,
right?
bro. That's what I'm saying. Is the crazy part is I know that sometimes someday it's gonna break me. It's gonna really, really break me. It's gonna hurt me financially. But I'm stable right now. I'm keeping everything together. But I know what it is. But we love it so much that we don't certain things we don't think about, but we do have to think about. But to have that level of nostalgia in front of us, things that we weren't actually able to have, when we were growing up. I mean, Riley, like you're fortunate because you're growing up in an area where an era where these things come like now and you can have that nostalgia, but at the same time you're having works of art. I come from an era where we basically thought those little Kenner dolls that couldn't move their arms had plastic screws that extend from the arm. You know what I mean? Exactly. I come from that era, so it was like I thought that was magic, and we fought to actually have those. So to have this now is it's such a blessing, bro. And these are works of art. I just think the community needs to see it as that, and everything else doesn't matter, bro. That's what it is. It was good to see MRC here too. Definitely.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, great to see MRC here too. I mean, great night, just kind of unfolded the way it did, and thank you so much for the kind words there, Lael and Second Brother and everybody here. Pleasure having you all in here. Kind of pumped up tonight, feeling real excited about 6 scale collecting and the prospect for this year. So listen, everyone, what do I got going on? Look, we didn't get a market chart show this past week, but don't worry about it. I got drunk on coffee coming out again later this week.
I love that title.
Yeah, well, you know, I spilled so much, Riley, with the Luke last week that I couldn't get drunk on it. It was just all freaking spotchka, baby, because I spilled it all. You have to wonder if something is going to happen this week. But I'm going to mix in some market stuff on there. We'll see. But you'll get drunk on coffee coming out later this week. Over the weekend, we'll get the market chart show, so you can check me out there. Best of the best. You're going to catch me there on Thursday. Six Scale Mafia, you'll catch me on there this Saturday night. And of course, Six Scale Raw coming on up next Monday, of course. And wherever I show up, I always show up on these guys here from time to time. But guys, very, very fun. I can't wait to see the 4th episode.
Oh yeah.
And they said there's rumors. There's rumors.
Oh boy,
see something in this. So
it's a short one too, so you know it's going to be eventful.
Yeah. So this one's going to be shorter than last. What? It's like
30 minutes. Apparently, it's like just around 30 minutes. Yeah.
Damn,
bro.
So that means like 27 because there's like 8 minutes of commercial or
credits and commercials and stuff like that. They better do something, man. Stop playing.
Well, the one thing I'll end with this, guys. The one thing, Mario, that we certainly will see in this episode is going to be a certain ship, baby. I don't always buy Spotchka out, but when I do, I buy it from Six Scale Cantina. Stay thirsty, my friends.
All right. But this is the last time.
RigHTTT.